too fast without warning, and when it rains it's pouring. I got dreams, big dreams, I wanna do big things, but I just can't seem to put it all together. I just wanna be seen. I'm jumping ship, I'ma dive in, middle of the ocean, swimming till I find it. I see an island out ahead, filled with things that I've wanted since I was a kid. Swim to it.
Hey. What's up? What's up, Sly? What's up, Go Getter? What's up, Tracy? Rock Jam. Where is everyone? Oh, I guess people are mad at me for whatever reason. But, all right. Hey, Rody Gal. So let me just say that I planned on doing a live about burnt toast last night. But I painted all day, and then I came home and mowed the lawn. So hopefully we can get to it. But I just can't believe the shit that I'm hearing lately. It is so unreal that so many people can fall for such bullshit and not care that they're being totally fucking lied to. Hey, Blonde Gypsy, that they're being totally fucking lied to. And it's like they don't even give a shit. Hey, Marlena. So let me tell you what happened. So this morning, I'm painting my friends' bathrooms. So I get up early. I never listen to Granny's Watching, like ever, okay? And all of a sudden today, she was the only one on. Okay. So I put her on, and I'm listening, and I hear her read my text message. Hey, Criminal Med, from a long time ago. Not a long time ago, like a month ago. But here's the thing. I don't do dirty. I'm not one to show private text messages and never have. I think it is the sleaziest, worst fucking, you show who you are when you do that. That's the one thing I can say and always said about Queen Bee. Queen Bee has never showed one of our text messages, and I haven't either. Captain Napkin never showed one of our text messages. I haven't either. Who else? There's not many I can say that about. Jess was actually one of them that never showed private text until she needed to today. And I'm going to explain. But nobody's ever going to come back and say, oh, Laura's dirty. She did this. She did that. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody's ever going to come back and tell you that because I don't do that. I think it is fucking gross. I think text messages should be fucking text messages, and they're private. I've never shared a message about Deets. Deets has never shared private messages with me. It's just something that I don't believe in. The second you show private text for your own personal gain, you are a shady fucking bitch. And that's when you go into a whole different category of a dirty fucking bitch, just like your HPV. Nasty. So, I had sent Jess a message about a month ago. And I said that I completely fucking, I'm glad that she's going on a kick that she's not going to fucking talk about Britney anymore, that it's old, it's fucking over with. Like, I'm really glad. Then I said, based on something that was said in Jess's chat, because she was live, and I forgot what it was. I forgot what was said, but it was something that I wrote based on the chat. Now, again, this was over a month ago. And I said, is she a fat, ugly grifter? Yeah, but so are many others. And what I find funny is that the so are many others never got heightened. Everyone seemed to forget that I wrote, and so are many others. Hence, Clue, Queen Bee. There's a lot of them. Voice for the Voiceless. There's fucking a lot of them. Natasha Cooper. Britney was not singled out there. But lo and behold, Granny not only showed the message today, but she made it a point to say where it came from. Now, here's the catch. Hey, Salty, here's the catch. Granny has had this message for almost a month. She said it was sent on June 5th or June 3rd or June 5th. We're now at June 27th. So tell me, Granny, if it meant so, if you had to feel the need, you dirty fucking bitch, to show it, why'd you wait almost a month? Oh, I know why. Because I called you out for being a cancer scammer last night. It has nothing to do with the text. It just everybody needs to know if you send Granny a text, she's going to eventually out it. That's what these dirty motherfuckers do. She used to cry and bitch and cry about Angela and how Angela was sending out, showing her private text and blah, 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 blah. And poor Granny, she's such a victim. Well, now Granny has turned into that. Granny has turned into the poor piece of shit that she used to cry about. Why is that, Granny? Here's a news flash for you, Jess. Like a big news flash. You can say, and people can say whatever the fuck they want about me and CPS. At least I didn't fake cancer. Think about it, bitch. At least I didn't fake cancer. Unlike you. I would much rather be known as a CPS caller than someone that faked cancer, said I was dying, blah, 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 when they never even tested you for cancer. You fucking lying hoe. And that's all proven, bitch, by your own fucking paperwork. And if the idiots don't want to believe it, I don't know what to tell you. But you know why I never really fought with you, Jess? Because you're a fucking baby who lives with your mom and dad. You're fucking 38 years old, girl. Why don't you take that money instead of getting a tattoo and go get a fucking apartment and live on your own? Oh, what a novel fucking idea. Thank you, Sly. What a novel idea that would be, to get your own fucking apartment and raise your own children. I know that's hard for you to believe. You could say whatever the fuck you want about Britney. At least Britney lives with her husband and pays her own bills. At least Britney raises her own kids. She doesn't have mommy and daddy raising her children. Just saying. I could go on and on and on, but I won't. So I heard about the tattoo. I think Moon showed it. Moon didn't. I know Moon is on everybody's shit list right now, but I can tell you she did a great live today. She's another one I was listening to. Hey, Boston, she did a really good live about Granny today. And I have to say, I agree with everything she was saying. I was like, fucking preach, girl. Preach. Basically along the same lines. But I did see it. Oh, you didn't see it? All right. What SoFlo, was it on Moon's Live? It was on Moon's Live, right? I think it was Moon that showed it. Is there somewhere else it would be? I heard it's on her arm too. Did Granny post it somewhere? Oh yeah, Granny's real proud of it. Granny thinks, she's all big and bad. Oh, you saw it on Moon? Yeah, I know Moon showed it. I was wondering if anybody else saw it. All right, hold on. I'll get it. Hang on. Yeah, that's why I saw it on Moon's. I was like, where'd Moon get it? Uh By the way, did somebody strike Queen Bee that she's on her other channel? Hold on. I know it was towards the end of her live. Here it is. Okay. So instead of getting a house or an apartment or anything, this is what Jess did with all the money that her people donated. Because we know she didn't pay her attorney. She got it in celebration. Did I tell you that I dig it? Thank you, Guilty of Crime. Yeah, she got it on her arm. I guess that's her shoulder. I just don't get it. What's up with the raccoon, the chains? I mean, to me, it kind of looks like a black dominatrix. I mean, oh, Rocky the raccoon? Or maybe it's a skunk. I just don't get it. It is trashy. I agree, SoFlo. Yeah, maybe it is a skunk. Hey, you might be right. Because she stanks? But I just don't get the point of the chain or the cork bottle. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't watch her, but is there, like, am I missing something? Skank box, exactly. But, like, why is she holding, like, an open wine bottle? And what's with the chain? I don't know, it just that's why I thought maybe I was missing something. The FAFO I can deal with. Like, that part I can deal with. I don't understand the rest. Yeah, it is a skunk. Oh, it's a gavel. Okay. So why did the artist put the gavel between her fingers? Like, why didn't they make it where she was holding a gavel? That to me looks like a wine cork. Oh wait, Nick used to put. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Nick used to put a skunk. That's what it is. Okay. I don't know. To me, that looks like a wine opener. I really thought it was a wine opener. Yeah, maybe it's a self-portrait. Good one. Good one, SoFlo. But all right, here's my thing. Granny's watching. If you yeah, it's a gavel. If you kept saying that this was frivolous, it was bullshit, it was this, it was that, then why would you permanently mark up your body for a frivolous lawsuit? That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you, if it's so frivolous, why would you put that on your arm knowing that you'll have to explain it to everybody? No, I don't think the face is bad at all. I think the face is actually a pretty good drawing, but the face doesn't, it's too big for the body. But I don't, to me, Doesn't look like a gavel at all. I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. No, it's not a temp tattoo. That's real. But like, my point is, do you think Nick is gonna give two fucks about her? Nick don't give a shit about her. Why would you permanently mark your body with it? You make it out like Nick cares. Nick doesn't give a fuck. Nick don't care about you, girl. He don't give a fuck. He's probably laughing at you. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jess, you know how you always try to give like Brittany advice? Let me give you a little advice. Your numbers will not last. The average life of a YouTuber at on the top of their game is like 5 years. By the time you're my age, you'll be long off YouTube. I don't know why you think that you are going to be, the next PewDiePie or something. Like, you're not. So, that's just words of advice. Um, this is her peak, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And when I sent her that message a month ago, I find it really funny that she never said anything about it until today. So why is that, Jess? Huh? Why'd you turn into the dirty fucking bitch that you cried about being targeted, about being harassed? You were never going to be that dirty bitch. I bet Natasha Cooper says otherwise. Just saying. I really bet Natasha Cooper says otherwise. I bet if I had Natasha Cooper on panel, she would have a whole different story about who you really are. But yeah, she really does think that she's gonna be here forever. She's gonna keep growing. She's never gonna need a job. She's a real YouTuber. Bitch, you ain't got shit. You don't even have content. Do you know what content is? Content is not drama. Drama will not sustain. You still have to have content. Ask your buddy Jay. Jay has content, or at least used to. And even she died out. That's why she went to you. And that's why she went to drama. Because her content was Chris Watts. And it was good. Don't get me wrong. But she nailed it into the ground like all these people do. And then you got nothing left. And then she hooked up with you, and there's drama, and there's that. But understand, Jess, you can run your mouth about CPS over 4 years ago, and you can cry how horrible it was. And Jess, we know you called CPS on Natasha Cooper. We know you called CPS on Brittany. Please stop the bullshit and stop the holier than thou. You and your buddies are on this holier than thou kick. Like, you're so great. You're such an angel. You've never done anything wrong. We all know that's a fucking lie. We all know that you have done some of the most vile, shady shit behind the scenes. We all know that Natasha had CPS called like 100 fucking times. We know that you gave Lycan Natasha Cooper daughter's diary. Why? Because you're a dirty bitch. And you didn't like that. Because you got busted being a cancer scammer. So because you were a cancer scammer, you had to deflect. And once you fucking deflected, how did you deflect from it? Oh, I had cancer. I have cancer. I was told I have cancer. Bitch, they never even fucking tested you for cancer. Not one thing in that paperwork says anything about cancer cells. You, my friend, are a fucking liar. Liar. You want to talk about Brittany? Brittany ain't sitting up there lying, saying that she has cancer that she never fucking had. You did, though. You even went as far as to say that your children were never gonna have a mom and that you needed to go to Disney, which you never went to. You bought a tooth instead. But we forgot about all this, Jess, right? Did we? Did we forget all this? I think I'm going to invite Natasha Cooper on my panel one day to discuss you. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, she bought a tooth. She was missing a bottom tooth or something. And it turns out that instead of using the money to take her kids, on her dying wish, that she was Kelsey. She was whatchamacallit. Kelsey, you were the one on Twitter they were talking about? Yeah, she had a fucked up tooth or something. But yeah, her doctor I never lied about Disney. Try again. Try the fuck again. I have never lied to my subs about money that has been raised. Money I, unlike others, have always shown receipts. Always. No matter what it is. So no. Sorry, didn't lie about Disney at all. Nice try, though. My kids have all been to Disney and Epcot and everything else, but good try. Nope, never lied about lawyers either. Try again. Try the fuck again. Yes, Granny lied about Disney and she was dying and all this other shit. There's lots of shit she's lied about. But like I said, if Life in the Red Kim comes in, tell her I want to invite Natasha on my panel. Hey, Bushi. Yeah, that was you. Okay, Kelsey. I wasn't sure if it was you or not. So me and Kelsey both got tagged in Twitter by the Boob Crew, who are obsessed with Britney. I mean, obsessed. I don't even know why I have fucking headstones. I don't even know why I'm getting tagged or why I even see these fucking text messages, but holy shit. Brandy wine. When I tell you this girl talks about Britney 10 times a fucking day. My Twitter feed is full, and I mean full, of fucking brandy wine. And then these motherfuckers have the audacity to talk about obsession? Do they even understand what obsession is? Holy shit. Their obsession is beyond normal. Beyond normal. The gang's all here. We're missing AMAC. Oh, AMAC's here. Woohoo! We got AMAC and SoFlo. But seriously, I have never, ever seen this kind of shit before. Not where Twitter's involved too. Like, I've seen it obviously on YouTube, but not to the point that it's gotten with Britney. Marlena, that's what I'm saying. It is beyond normal. I mean, Discord only lets you screenshot 10 screenshots. Just yesterday, I was like, "Guys, look at this." And I posted the first 10 screenshots of I'm sorry, of Brandy Wine on Twitter. The obsession is real. It is sick. I mean sick. And I don't even get it. You know, I think someone on Twitter said something that's true. Britney is not that fucking exciting. You guys are turning Britney into something like she's super exciting. She's not. But here's my other thing. All these people are acting like they give a fuck about Britney. Oh, Britney should do this. Britney, why don't you do this? Queen Bee today? What a fucking joke and a half. Her and what's her name? Her and fucking Voices. Voices sounded like a fucking 2-year-old. Oh, did you hear this? Did you guys hear it? I mean, it was ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'll play it if you guys didn't hear it. I mean, did you guys know that doxing breaks terms of service? Did you guys know that? Because that's according to Queen Bee. That if you dox someone, that breaks terms of service. Really, bitch? Because all you fucking do is dox people. And if you guys are wondering, here is what I showed before. That's Granny's new tattoo. Skunky Skank. Because she won in court. Woohoo! The fuck out of here. And any of her subs that say this is like a good tattoo, they're lying to you, Jess. They really are. They're fucking lying to you. Just saying. The head is way too big for the body. And the gavel looks like a wine opener. Just saying. All right. That's what I'm saying, AMAC. I agree with you. Hold on. All right. Let me find where I was. Oh, that's all they do is play Britney. But you had to hear this. By the way, I've been wondering this all day. Who got a restraining order against White Boy Lockdown, like permanent? Because I guess he got some permanent restraining order, but nobody's really saying like who it was. Who's Lady Freedom? I don't know who that is. That tattoo kind of looks like it was done by the same person who did the No Regrets tattoo on We're the Millers. All right, it might be right around here. Hang on. Not like normally. Maybe I just need to figure it out. You get what I'm saying?
You should be able to.
Tablet.
But I'm not able yeah.
I can't go to the bed. I can't. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
It's better than the flex that they had last time. Whatever the fuck it was.
The other thing we have.
I wonder if they got like a top tier motherfucker where it's a tab. Okay, my first question is, why do they care that fucking Britney's talking to her husband, boyfriend, whatever? Why do they give a fuck? Why are they listening? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean?
That's supposed to be. It's supposed to be $100. That's supposed to do everything a tablet does. It does. It's supposed to.
That app is nothing like the app on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a completely different app, and it's only half of the damn app. You know what I mean? I can't go to that band and follow that band. I had to go.
Anyway, and that's what she was listening to, was what he was saying.
I wish they had like, I can't go into the app and actually go to the band. You know what I mean?
Really?
Well, not like normally.
So I went back and rewound it a little because
should be
I
able to.
over something I wanted you guys to hear.
Yeah.
I can't go to the band. I can't. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
It's better than the flex that thing we had last time, whatever the fuck it was.
The other thing we have
I
was
wonder if
Flex.
they got like a top tier motherfucker where it's a tab. You know what I mean?
That's supposed to be. It's
How
supposed
much did you pay for it?
$100.
Yeah.
That's supposed to do everything a tablet does. It does. It's supposed to.
Yeah, that app is nothing like the app on my phone. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
really?
Yeah, it's a completely different app, and it's only half of the damn app. You know what I mean? I can't go to that band and follow that band. I had to go to my phone and follow the band. You see what I'm saying?
That's weird.
Right.
That's so super weird. Let's see. Spade and Sponge says, I got a comment.
Sleep.
That
Did
Toast
you
and
hear
Rosie
anything
is
he was
saying
saying
not to
back
comment
there?
on your live streams. They were saying that they are one of the.
Could you hear what he was saying back there? He was talking about, she apparently bought him a tablet, spent $100 on it, but the function doesn't work all the way, and it's only got like half the app. So he was bitching that he couldn't follow the band from the tablet that she just bought him. He had to go to his phone and follow the band from his phone. Anyway, and that's what she was listening to.
Do you hear the excitement in fucking Angela's voice? All because she heard Brittany's boyfriend and what he wasn't happy with. Dude, get a fucking life. Go outside. Why is this the highlight of your fucking life? Voices. Do you hear the excitement in your voice? I mean, it's fucking crazy. Absolutely fucking insane.
Was what he was saying while she was, and she's got a fucking whistle in her nose through this whole live.
Jesus. I don't know if I'll be able to handle the whistle in the nose.
Supporters, but I think they are actually Trisha Stock supporter.
See, I don't have the good thing about it is I don't have the headphones that Clue has, where you can hear every tiny little thing that she does. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't hear that well. You know what I mean? Like with him talking, if it's not louder, I don't hear it. You know what I mean?
Oh God, I don't even have headphones on, and I could hear it last night. It was bad.
Oh shit. Okay. Is this where he starts getting like off the chain?
Yep, he starts in from the early on. She says something, and he comes right up and gives her little pep talk that she needs about ignoring all those people.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
You not to comment on mine? Are they telling people not to comment on my live? Like what? Not to come to my live stream? To be quite honest, like I just am so over all of this.
Are you doing it for me, or are you doing it?
Trisha stalks, yeah. She absolutely is 100% a stalker. Crazy, bro.
Good job. There's a spring in there. Don't lose the spring. Good job.
Al reacts to Brittany and Craig's anti-Semitism.
Are you serious? I support Israel.
We support Israel,
I've taken
Julie.
so much flack for years on X because I support
We
Israel.
support Israel. We are not anti-Israel at all.
You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway.
What the hell?
Now, let me just say this, okay? There's a lot of people in this community that are ignorant about Jews. There's a lot of people in this community that don't like Jews. So for anyone to try to peg on her that she's anti-Semitic, the girl can't even pronounce Semitic. And you think that she's anti-Semitic? Get the fuck out of here. I've never heard Brittany Now, I do hear Brittany talk about her Christian beliefs, which in turn can make someone ignorant about other religions if they're very gung-ho on their own. But I've never heard her say anything anti-Semitic, ever. Just saying.
Why does she keep calling me an anti-Semitic?
Just because she wants to cancel.
What the hell, Julie? Stop. Julie's golden, Kelsey. No, we're none of any of that bullshit. Like it's
Well, me.
you either. None of us are. I am so sick of this. Yeah, she listened. She put her husband in it too. I mean, I just cannot. I cannot like it. Listen, Julie. No matter how many, you can say something 1,000 times, and it don't make it true.
I bet you some window curtains that window clings that call you a liar.
Yes, they did, Jenny. They do it every single day, honey. Every single day.
Zoots, that was like telepathically. Because I swear to you, before I said anything, I looked in chat. I'm like, where is Zoots? Zoots can help me out with this. Where is Zoots? And then sure enough, there you are. But I swear to you, you came in here telepathically.
Oh, right, Kelsey. And I was like, I felt like you were being facetious. I wasn't sure. What piece is it that you had to get?
Show her ring. How to blade.
Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Missy. Be careful, Christian. Missy, they think that if they scream loud enough and often enough, the people start believing they're right. Brittany, you have got to look at my emails. I will, Julie Westner. I will. They have another thing, and us people can see right through. I wish, like, my God. Yes, y'all please hit that thumbs up. I had to.
And let me say the same thing that I said even about blacks. If you grow up in I'm not going to say middle America, but if you grow up, I'm going to use my own area. If you grow up in, Madison, Alabama or Huntsville, Alabama, we don't have a temple. We don't have Jews. And if you do have Jews, nobody knows it. We are not exactly, thank you, Bad Wolf. Your rent payment for a month. Thank you. We don't have a huge Jewish population here, okay? People that grew up here are going to think Jews probably have horns growing out of their nose or something because they weren't raised around Jews. They don't know anything about Jews. They just don't know shit about Jews. They think Jews are like, just dumb. Like they don't exist. Like, what's a Jew? And I've actually heard that. What's a Jew? Are you kidding me? When we first moved here, a funny story real quick. I went to buy what are they called? A menorah for Hanukkah. And I went into either a Kmart or a Walmart. I said, do you have a menorah? And she's like, what's a menorah? Really? You don't know what a menorah is? No. Okay. Go into Walmart. Do you have a menorah? What's a menorah? Okay, I give up. Mom, we're not getting a menorah. Nobody around. She's like, I'll mail you one. I said, nobody around here knows what the fuck a menorah is. So the kids aren't going to have Hanukkah. We'll just do Christmas. So point being, people don't know what they don't know. I don't fault people for growing up in the middle of the fucking woods and they just don't know that Jewish people are it's a religion. I can't fault someone who doesn't know that. Now, if they grew up in LA or California or something, yeah, that's a different story. You'll know what a fucking Jew is. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people grew up in these areas that are so Christian oriented that they have no idea what the fuck a Jew is. I don't fault them for that. I educate them, but I don't fault them for that. And that's the category I would put Brittany in. I don't fault Brittany if she doesn't know anything about Judaism. Why would she? Look where she lives. Just saying.
Oh, and for those of you that missed the stream, the first one the stream we did tonight, we'll put it up again, like in a little bit.
It's hard. Wow, it's locked. Oh, there's a cotter pin.
Hold on a minute.
So,
see that black pin around? You see it?
Yeah. Give me 1 minute.
what you're hearing is apparently they realize that there's a cotter pin and it needs to be removed so that it unlocks whatever it is he's putting together, which I think.
Voices, who gives a fuck? Who cares what the fuck this man is doing? Why are you so obsessed with him? That's what I want to know. It's fucking weird.
It's something of a flexible weed trimmer type thing.
Oh, got you. Okay.
But there's a child, and at this point it's 4 a.m. their time.
What?
Just in time for 4 a.m. pot roast and chicken, apparently.
What the hell? Oh my God, look. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I just passed in Outer Banks. This is Outer MC. Julie thinks everyone is a foul, but we are not. Julie, stop bringing him into your drama. Are you the Outer Banks that was talking shit to Brandy Wine about her friend being overseas? Wouldn't be the same one, would you? I would hope not, but I'm just asking her. Unless Brandy's in here and can say yes or no, it's not.
Take that cotter pin off. He didn't mention it.
To find something else to do with their time. I know. It really does get old. All the people that believe their lies are just people.
Like, here's my other question. Maybe it's just my way of thinking. But you're sitting here bitching about her and him being up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Why are you up at 4 o'clock in the morning watching it? How come it's good for one and not the other? This is the shit I don't get.
You need, like, especially with the needle pliers, and it spreads it and pulls it off. See how it's got two holes? The tool goes into those two holes and it opens.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
I don't think it's going to come on.
Why Brittany J and Craig hates everyone. That literally is the title of her. Why Brittany J and Craig hates everyone. Julie, you need to take some time. But tonight she's made a post that Buzzy and Rowena making fun of her. So hopefully maybe she.
See, here's the thing though. Hey Natalie, I have told Brittany myself that I think it's crazy she allows her kids up all hours of the night. However, I followed it up with, it's not my fucking kids. I don't have to be up with them. If she doesn't get sleep or they don't get sleep, it ain't. Sorry about that. I aired my opinion to her once, and that was all it took. Just once. Like I said, I ain't gonna fucking be up with them in the middle of the night. It's not my problem. So all these people that want to get on her, why do you care so much? You don't have to fucking wake up.
she'll, get focused on that because I know she wants those people to like her a lot. So maybe she'll focus on, Fuzzy and Rowena not liking her, and she'll leave me be.
Plan foiled.
Move on to the next punching bag.
I hope they don't. I hope they just and let me be clear what I say when I say that. Just go away and stop doing it to anybody. Period. I don't want anybody else to have to go through this. I don't want anybody else to be a new target. There's no room for anybody to be a new target and go through this. Y'all should just move on.
Like, the only reason I hate even doing this stream, because Brittany is not even saying anything exciting. I don't even know what the fuck they're reviewing. I'm reviewing them, but what they're reviewing is like the most boringest thing ever. No offense, Brittany, but this is like boring as hell.
And will be. Brittany, that's where I told her that she was a lunatic and her husband ain't at all about her. Well, the poor man doesn't even know anything of what's going on. Honestly. She's really she could not be further. She couldn't be far away from that. So it sounds so. She couldn't be further from the truth. Calling us anti-Semitic is like the craziest thing I've never in my life ever. Hey, Retha, Brittany, that's where I told her she was a lunatic and her husband. What did she say when you told her that? And I think a lot of people no, I'm saying he doesn't seem like he cares about you too, Brenda. Exactly. I don't think he knows. He's probably not fully aware of what is going on with everything. I don't think he keeps up with this. I mean, but what do I know? Hell, I don't know. Sent me a video from her the other day where she was saying that people were going to her husband on Facebook about it. I don't have any part in that. I'm not I don't do that. Made sure to leave my comment on the replay chat and so everyone could see it. But you do you, that's fine. And you had limits. I admire that quality. Yeah. Are you talking about that song? Hello, Brittany. Thank you for who gifted. Welcome, Charlotte. Welcome to the Green Team. I'm glad you're a member. I want to do a member wants to become thing. That's okay. Hopefully you say it. Judaism. I thought. Why did that feel like that? I was going to mispronounce that.
Because
I was going to say Judeo-Christian value. I was thinking, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. He gives her, and yet
the fact that she said Judeo-Christian values tells me the only thing she knows about Jews is what she's learned in a Catholic church, because that's the only where that you hear Judaism, Catholicism, whatever she said. It's the only place you hear it, in a Catholic church or a Christian church.
And you I got you, girl. We will not be doing the members only on a Friday night. I will do it because she from sundown to Friday night till Saturday night.
I support Israel. A lot of Christians that we grew up and we were just taught that you support them because of the Bible. But the real reason, I make my own decision. You know what I'm saying? I grew up and I realized they're intelligent people. They're good, hardworking people. They own businesses. They're peaceful people. They're people that you want in your community.
Yes, I agree with that.
And that's why I support Taiwan and I support Ukraine, because I support the culture and the people. And then there's cultures that I don't.
And she mutes him, so we'll never know what cultures he doesn't support.
That was nice.
All right. Charlie Girl says you asked for it. I asked for.
All right, I'm going to say something, and I don't care if people like it or not. I am so sick and tired of hearing people bash her husband or anybody else for their religious beliefs, who they're racist against. Voices, you have no issues with anybody in the entire fucking world. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, you do. There's a lot, I would guarantee, whether they want to admit it or not, every single person in this chat is prejudiced against someone, some group. It doesn't have to be blacks. It doesn't have to be whites. It doesn't have to be Jews. It could go for Muslims. It could go for Iraq. It could go for lots of different religions. So when I hear people go on about, oh my God, they're so racist, bitch, please. Just fucking please. And I'm not saying Clue on what she said. I'm saying in general. Me too, Millie.
What, Harley girl? Y'all repeat. Y'all all
And
you
she
people
mutes
do
him
is
and says, "Stop it, Craig. Be nice." And he was like, "Yeah, I understand." She's like, "No, seriously, be nice." Mutes it. He's like, "I was nice. That was pretty nice."
repeat each other.
Now, I don't watch Britney, but can someone tell me why they're so focused on Craig? Like, what I don't get is why Craig doesn't shut them the fuck down. Like, stand up for your woman and don't hide behind the scenes. Just like stand up for your woman and fucking shut them down, be a man. That's how I feel. But why are they so focused on Craig? Let's say Craig is a racist. Who fucking cares? What does that have to do with their life? Nothing.
Every day. Stop. Just go away. I don't ask for anything. I ask for y'all to leave me alone. It's like beating somebody. Just take a ball bat and just beat the hell out of somebody over and over. And when they ask to stop and they're like, she likes it. Shut up. You like it. Shut up. You're asking for it. You want this. You want us to look your children. No, I dead ass have heard them say this. She wants us to look her up. She wants us to look her children and her. She likes for us to do that. That's what she wants us to do. No, you fucking idiots. Yes, the same thing night after night, Samantha. It's so aggravating. Every single night. Right, just Arian?
Granny is about as much of a devout Jew as I am. And I guarantee you I know a hell of a lot more than the Jewish religion than she does. But no, she claims an atheist. She's Jewish by nature, but not practicing at all. She knows nothing about Jewish religion. She won't even admit she's a Jew half the time.
I don't understand what they're mass reporting about, Randa.
Now hold the fuck on. I know she did not just reference getting beat with a baseball bat to compare to being what we're arguing about on here.
Oh,
I know
she sure
did
did.
not just try to call that.
Okay, listen to voices here. Like voices. Are you 12? Because you sound like a little fucking child. Oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. Listen to voices here. I'm not crazy.
She sure did. With the you like it, you want us to look your kids up. Yes. Yes, yes. All of it.
Here. It's hot out there, ain't it, little baby? Come on. Come on now.
Oh, and yes, and we're all mass reporting her. Yep.
Okay, Betty. Reporting to her. Come on now. She knows that. Come on, boy. He's still out here on the porch then. He's gonna sit sunbathed right now.
Well, she did say she likes Harley Quinn, so of course she's going to use a baseball bat reference. I just can't believe that. I mean, I can, because there is no low that she won't go. She has to be the victim. It doesn't matter any way you turn, it's always going to be what they did to me.
Gee, I know someone else like that. And you're talking to her. But this is where I was looking for. This is the conversation. And let me just also state, you guys have made Brittany a victim. I've said this for months now. You have made her a target and you have made her a victim. Just look at fucking Twitter.
Yep, you're right. And then she sat there and said, she described as, going back and forth as her being hit with a baseball bat and saying, yeah, do it again. No, it's more like you hitting, swinging the baseball bat and then getting swung on back. And then you swinging the baseball bat and then somebody else swinging it back. Then you swing it a couple times and somebody else swings it a couple times. So stop playing like you're just sitting there getting beat the fuck down every day. Stop that, bitch.
Okay. That's called somebody who doesn't want to take responsibility for their own actions. Yes, she does get beat down every day. And she's one person against 10 of you or 15 of you or even more than that. 24 hours a day, you can find a stream going about Brittany. You're not going to see a stream going nonstop about the rest of you. So, yeah, she is a victim. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, now.
I don't know, but I tell you what. Jay is the one that gets you off. She keeps telling her chat to mass report, but not say that she told them so she wouldn't get in trouble. Oh, well, we need to make sure you get that clip, Yehuda. If anybody sees her say that, y'all need to clip that, please, because that is absolutely mass reporting. That is disgusting.
No, it's not.
And mass reporting is illegal. Calling for mass.
Thank you, Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf, my main tonight. Come on, guys. Let's not leave him alone. He's the only one supporting.
Reporting is what's not allowed. Calling for it.
And she didn't do that either. Jay's not calling for mass reporting. Stop that. You lie so fuck.
They don't, but that's gross. That's so gross. Does anybody have a clip of her saying that?
No, because it wasn't said.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Yehuda. Oh, thanks for thinking about me with the member lives. Really. Oh, of course. I love it. She's I'm a highest Hasidic Jewish community in the highest Hasidic Jewish community. Google Satmar.
Her name means praise or thanksgiving.
Yeah, she says, Britt, I'm a real Jew. I'm in the highest Hasidic community. Google Satmar, and thanks for thinking on me with the members live. Of course. Listen, growing up, our Sabbath was on Sunday, and I couldn't
Okay, just to explain it for anyone who may not know, Hasidic Jews are like born again Christians. They are the highest, most religious Jews out there. They're the ones you see with the curls on the side of their head. They don't drive on Saturdays. They're like the born again Christians, but worse. They're almost like Amish people.
seriously, we didn't even cook. We didn't cook, or you didn't buy or sell on Sunday, and we didn't cook anything. You didn't do anything. Mama was the.
So Petty said here, wasn't gross when you tried to match Trisha, bitch? You get what you. Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you this. We know mass reporting does not work.
How do you know mass reporting doesn't work? Because you've tried it? Just tell me. How else would you know mass reporting doesn't work, Queen Bee?
Even if that was the case, bigger channels and other channels would be gone. Going to Twitter, you have a better chance of getting a response by going to Twitter and hashtagging. What is it?
Nick Ricotta lost his channel from mass reporting. Just saying. He did a whole video on it when he got his channel back. And he's an attorney, and he lost his channel due to mass reporting.
Voices Team YouTube, Google AdSense,
Yeah.
Google
Team YouTube.
Yeah, and getting that way. You'll get a response that way quicker than you will trying to hit report because it does not work.
We'd have like sandwiches or
Oh, so you're telling everyone you've tried it, Queen Bee. You're telling everyone that you've tried it and it didn't work. Gotcha. You guys heard that, right?
something cold. You know, what it was Sundays, we always knew it was going to be something cold that day because you don't cook. So if I did,
hold on, did she just say a real Jew? What the fuck did she just say? What did she just say?
You're gonna have to rewind it because I was trying to concentrate on the background noise of what he said.
Why are you trying to focus on the
Thanks for
background
giving
noise?
me-
Who gives a fuck what he said? Why? Why are you so focused?
thinking about me with a member lives really. Of course, I love it. She said I'm a highest Hasidic Jewish community in the highest Hasidic Jewish community. Google Satmar.
Her name means praise or thanksgiving.
Yeah, she says, Britt, I'm a real Jew. I'm in the highest Hasidic Jewish community. Google Satmar, and thanks for thinking about me with the members live. Of course.
These people are fucking stupid. Okay, and let me tell you why. It is so obvious she's reading a comment. She's not coming out with this out of her brain. She is reading a comment. Even I know that. It's obvious she's reading a comment. And these people are jumping on her like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, a real Jew? I understand that term. I'm a fake Jew. Granny's watching is a fake Jew. We're Jewish by blood, but we don't practice. So a real Jew, like a Hasidic Jew, yeah, they practice. They practice the religion. That's why someone said a real Jew. That's not anti-Semitic. That's not anything derogatory. That's not negative. That's a reality. That's an absolute fucking reality.
Listen, growing up, our Sabbath was on Sunday. And
yeah, I think she was reading somebody's comment.
Yep, she was reading the person's commenter's comment.
Yeah. Yeah, she was reading off somebody's comment. I was like, what is she talking about? Rabbit Hole Survivor, thank you for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate you. Cash says, I freaking love Greg. Have not laughed so much in this sector for years. He learns me, what is this? He learns me things, something.
Things?
I don't know. Lisbeth PCB, member for 5 months. Thank you for being here. Denise Olis, member for 4 months. Great day to be on the dark side. I know that's right. Cash says, $5 super sticker. I can't see these little symbols. What are these? Like this? Poppins is what it says.
Mary Poppins.
I don't know. It's got like a little emoji and then it says Mary Poppins. Sailor Purge Queen, member for 1 month. Thank you here, baby. Wake up. Maggie with a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. And I think, let's see, play the OG baby one with you and Rob. Oh, I played that one, I think. I think I played the right one. Tara Michelle, thank you for becoming a new member. Mickey coming in, being a member for 2 months. Let's see, Kenna B, member for 7 months. Love the hype, Queen B. Electro Destiny, $2 super sticker, says Glastonbury. What's up, mofos? What's up, mofos? Go.
And
Can you at least turn her
I
up a little
couldn't,
bit?
like, well, seriously, like, we didn't even cook. We didn't cook, or you didn't
Turn her up. She's all the way up.
Oh, is she all the way up already?
Yeah, she's all the way up, girl.
buy or sell on Sunday, and we didn't cook anything. Like, you didn't do anything. Like, Mama.
Let me turn that fucking funky ass music down. Maybe that's up too loud.
I meant her speed.
Oh, hell yeah, we can speed her up. Yeah, I thought you meant the sound. I'm sorry. Shit.
No. Can we speed her up? I guess is what I should
have
said.
We can speed her ass up. Yeah, we're on normal speed. Yeah, we can speed her ass up. Girl, hell yeah.
We have, like, sandwiches or something cold. You know, that Sundays we always knew it was going to be something cold that day because you don't cook. Mm-hmm. So if I did a members only live Friday night, she can't join because their Sabbath starts Friday night when the sun goes down to Saturday, which 7-Day Adventists do the same thing.
Yeah, I love Doug Bachelor, man.
Me too. I miss watching him. That was nice. I love watching his stuff.
A lot of people believe in Sunday law, but that's wrong.
Yeah. Pronounced Hasidic. Yeah, I was Hasidic. Hey, Lizzie, how are you? Basically, what's happening is the whole time you're. I saw that. All I need is Jesus. I saw that. That's. Oh, you sent me that clip, Julie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I think I got something else somebody sent me too about. Yes. Thank you. All right, hold on, Opal. Only know the ones. There was one time I was going to talk about Ernie Shell.
When did this Lifetime RO place? When did that happen?
Apparently yesterday, but he's appealing it because there was something about the judge didn't have a device to play his thumb drive on, I do believe.
Lizzie, never give up. Depression is a daily fight. Call someone if you're having a hard time. Yes, don't give up, Lizzie. You'll get this love. Oh my time PORO on White Boy, and damn,
David does. If it's still up, anybody and everybody should report it.
I mean, I have clips of her and Julie both doing that.
Well, here too, add your clip, okay? Add this into your clips. Anybody and everybody should go report that live for the doxing, the bullying, the harassment, and the way that fuck was treated in with.
So Queen Bee, the queen of doxing, says that everyone should go report her live for the doxing that was in it. What doxing was in that live? Everyone should go report it for the bullying, the way a hater was treated. Are you fucking kidding me, Queen Bee? Like, for real?
The things that were said, the doxing that was done, the harassment, the bullying, the lies, the slander, all of it.
Oh, did you know that StreamYard has 100%?
It's been against TOS. You broke community guidelines in that motherfucker. Girl, bye. What were you saying, baby?
Well, and StreamYard has a complete anti-doxing policy, so you can also report the doxing portions of it where your real name was said to StreamYard, and then that'll cause her a penalty for being able to stream also.
How about when somebody puts your address out and somebody does a Google search of your address with over 1,000 people in their live and shows their address and their real name? You tell me, is that illegal? Is that against TOS? Thank you, Tracy. Is that against TOS? Because, I mean, according to Queen Bee, it's against TOS. Well, she just did that to Sinner. She did that to Joneson. So I posed the question, really? Queen Bee? Really? That's against TOS and that should be reported? Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind.
Well, there you go. And another thing too is I didn't know that OBS, I didn't know Streamlabs and OBS, that's like the same thing, I guess. I didn't know that. I thought they were like two different programs.
Okay. Jay is going to tell her this, but I'll let you in on a little secret, Queen Bee. You need Zoom. Yeah, pay for Zoom for the year, or you can get it free. I just pay for it every year. But you pay for Zoom, and that's how you use StreamYards or OBS with people. Jay does it too. So Jay, I learned Zoom from Jay. So just to let you know, that's how you get multiple people. But that's what I wanted you guys to hear from this. But let's have some fun. Let's go to someone else's stream. Let's go to Burnt Toast. And before we go to Burnt Toast, let me say this. And Nunya. Ask Deets for the receipts that I sent her. You lied about me. You don't like being lied on, but you lied about me. Thank you, Rackjam. You said that when I called CPS, I never took accountability. That is a blatant fucking lie. I took accountability more than anybody in this motherfucking community. I even went as far as to write a personal letter. Not everything on YouTube has to be done on YouTube. Sometimes when you're an adult, you will handle things behind the scenes. I tried my hardest. I apologize to the community. I apologize to those I lied to. I apologize to everybody. The first live that I did from it, the first one, was a knee-jerk reaction. That's why it went on hidden, because it was a horrible live and I just felt attacked. I was hurt. So many different feelings that I went through on that first live. After I had 24 hours to actually think about it and reflect on everything, I did another live, and that one is still up. So anybody that says I never took accountability, you can suck my left tit. Well, that's the one I had cancer in, so I'll let you suck the right. But yeah, I certainly fucking took accountability. And I also heard you say today that you didn't want to talk about something because that was old. Was it as old as a CPS call 4 years ago? Probably not. Just saying. So, Nanya, I would like a fucking apology. Because I'm so sick and tired of hearing how I didn't take accountability. I abso-fucking-lutely took accountability. I took more accountability than I've seen anybody take in this fucking community. Because all they do around here is lie, 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 lie. Deny and lie. Deny and lie. All right. Burnt toast. Okay, the worst little show ever. Hold on. Burnt. This was the craziest live I have ever heard in my entire life. Just so you know. Now, obviously, we're not going to get to the whole 4 hours. Because it was a long one.
He did that.
So childish.
Very, very lolsy. Truth Hurt said.
All right, explain this to me. If I went on Burnt Toast panel and Queen Bee was up there, Granny's Watching was up there, Jay was up there, who else? Burnt Toast was up there. And let's say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another hater. I don't know, let's just say that, and nonsense. Let's say they were up on panel and I decide to jump on panel. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? Do you think everyone's going to coddle me? Do you think everyone's going to be nice to me? Or do you think I'm going to get fucking attacked? Yeah, your guess is right. I'm going to get fucking attacked. So these people act like, oh my God, poor Petty, you poor thing. Why was she up there in the first place? She didn't belong there. She doesn't care about Britney. And I cannot even believe how people are fucking coddling her like when she's a Britney hater. She should have never been up there in the first place.
Because it was disgusting as all get out. I'm sorry they did that to you, Petty. You definitely never deserved that.
Thank
Very
you.
true.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Made me very uncomfortable. Very, yeah. I just think it triggered a lot of people, actually.
I mean, when I watched it, I was shocked, and then I was shocked that I was shocked because I expected it to be bad. Because
That's my experience as well.
Okay. I'm going to jump on Queen Bee's panel one day with B Tim, Voices, Queen Bee, and Captain Napkin. And let's see how well I get treated. Berto, shut the fuck up.
I expected it to be bad. I just didn't expect it to be that bad.
Exactly. I mean, I knew that he is. I'm going to turn you up just a little bit.
Okay. Sorry.
No, that's good. Just want to make sure people can hear you. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a drunk. He's done drunken rage streams before, so that wasn't surprising. But the fact that she would invite him up there, and then once he opened his mouth and it was clear that he was like burning her stream down, I was like, surely she's going to be like, okay, that's enough. I think you need to get off the panel. But she just giggled the entire time. And I was like, wow, she's an idiot.
Yeah. I wouldn't have done that to anybody. But I wouldn't have allowed it, to anybody. I know.
Will join, and then you join, and then they kick you and all that. So I figured we start here. And feel free to chime in anytime. I'll pause it, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Okay, great.
Let's see. Why hasn't YouTube taken her down? That stream was disgusting. I don't know. I mean, YouTube is notoriously inconsistent with enforcing their rules. I don't understand it. I've seen people get away with things for a decade before YouTube finally acts. And then I've seen other times where people do one thing and they're gone overnight. I don't get it.
I suppose it's.
Well, in all fairness, you should be really happy that YouTube is inconsistent because your buddies Clue and Queen Bee would be gone if they weren't.
Got that element of if you get caught, or if someone reports you and you get caught. Yep. Sorry, I didn't. It just flies out of my mouth without even thinking. Oops.
And Shelly Ray, welcome to the dumpster fire. I appreciate it. Welcome to the dumpster fire.
Eating all that crazy street food.
Yeah. I'd be fat, especially like all the street food.
Parasites.
Man,
you're gonna have to take some medicine and
get
rid of the parasites.
Some antibiotics.
My favorite episode, Anthony Bourdain, was like with my favorite artist, my favorite living artist named David Cho, and David Cho took him to the Sizzler in Chinatown, Los Angeles.
Harlow wins a comment of the night. She's 100% right. How come Burnt Toast wasn't bothered when it was the Glera getting drunk all the time? That's such a fucking great point. Glera was her mod. How come there was no worry then? That's a good question.
In that episode. And Anthony Bourdain was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And he was just like, "No, trust me." Like it was the Sizzler in Koreatown that David Cho has been going to his whole life, and they made like all kinds of shit off the menu for them.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
it was so cool, so fucking cool.
And you didn't even know you could get
Yeah, guys, can one of the mods go and grab Center's link, please? Caddyshack wants Center's link.
Oh yes, I've lost subscribers like
Yeah.
abundantly. Yeah, the last couple of days.
Oh, guys, violence in the chat for
Poor
Poopy
baby.
Pants losing subs.
Poor you. There.
Poor
You'll be all
Poopy
right, Cynthia.
Pants.
On at 30 subs he lost or something.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
even imagine losing 30 subs and then whining about it on a panel.
I know, right? Oh,
Oh,
such a
geez.
baby.
Oh, God. It's very Lilsy, though. I don't normally review him, but this, I just could not pass up.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
Because mine are doing the same thing, and I think that they're playing with us. I swear I do.
Oh no,
Well,
yeah, that's exactly it. They've been playing with us. They started 6 months ago, and we've been weathering the storm the whole time. And
so is he suggesting that us hate channels have some sort of like
What I find interesting all of a sudden, and I don't know why I notice this, but Burnt Toast is usually like you can hear her fine. I have this sped up on 1.5. Brittany sounds fast, Sinner sounds fast. Burnt Toast sounds completely normal. What's up with that? Oh, Bucci, by the way, yes, I have very strong mahogany. I meant to answer you that before.
superpower to make Google fuck with his channel?
Yeah, I think so.
He seems very paranoid about everything, really.
That's why him and BJ get on now, because she's paranoid about everything as well.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Everybody's out to get him, kind of energy.
Like Trish sounds fast, Petty sounds fast, but Burnt Toast sounds perfectly normal.
Welcome in, Planes from the Clue crew. I appreciate that.
they're wretched bitches that aren't worth a dime.
Mm-mm. And this is what I always say: just stay unsubscribed, because I don't want support from anybody that talks about little kids. So I'm just saying.
But you have this guy on the panel.
Wildness.
Oh my goodness.
What I don't get, Toasty, is how they just cannot see what he's doing and the hypocrisy.
I personally think it's because they just want to be around people, and the only way to do it is to ponder with the same sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And they're willing to put their bad habits aside for the sake of it on the panel. But I knew there's no
getting some of the same messages and weird shit from people, and I just want to run it by you guys because some of the shit is freaking me out.
Over the years, that the people at Target, especially people that are really religious and maybe a little more mature that have retired, or they've done well in life, and they're the women that will tip big. Like I've seen ladies tip, especially in like true crime community that I've known of, $1,000 in a night easy.
Wow.
On a regular.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know a British guy was getting tips from a lady in America, and we all thought it was like fake. Maybe she was like a family member, but it turns out no, she was a real person, and she was dropping that $1,000 to to Armchair Detective.
Yeah, okay, I've heard of him. Yeah.
He's gone now, but yeah, she was dropping $1,000 some nights. I saw it myself.
I have a feeling that that's where he's like testing the waters to see if that's a direction that he can lean in, because as we've seen in the last couple of weeks, and especially last couple of days, a lot of his so-called friends and supporters are now denouncing him.
Yeah.
So he probably sees the writing on the wall. I'm sorry, Petty, go ahead.
I just said it's about time.
A little late, but
yeah,
finally.
Better late than never.
He's been talking odd religious things during his own streams too, saying we all need Jesus, we worship the devil, etc. So that's what I'm saying. It's that same manipulative rhetoric that Betty does, that BJ and Dylon Diesel do. It's actually very similar to what like Shani for Christ and some of these other people that I've reviewed in the past as well. And it is so interesting to see them kind of lean in that direction because they think that's.
All right, I got a question. How do you know that they don't really believe in their own religion? I'm just curious. She's going on and on and on that they don't believe in it. Maybe they do. YouTube has nothing to do with your own personal religion. So maybe they do believe it. I don't get what the fuck she's talking about. Yes. Honestly, Bucci, almost all my scents are very strong. There's only a few that aren't, and they're not even listed.
Somehow that's going to open people's wallets faster because they've tried other things and it didn't work. And now they're getting called out and their friends are leaving them. So now all of a sudden they're going to pretend to be some kind of like religious person. It's hilarious to me.
Yep.
I don't understand him. Don't understand any of it sometimes. It just goes too far.
I see a very, very hurt man full of shame, and he's dumping it on others. That's what I see with him. But he's full of toxic shame. He's not, he's not healed. He's not worked on himself, and he's full of hate. That's how he comes across to me.
I hadn't even thought about that, but I actually agree with you. There's definitely a lot of shame there. And it's very clear that there's some unresolved issues. Even people that hate my guts have done streams calling him out and saying this very thing, where they've said, he seems to have traits that suggest he has mommy issues. He seems to have traits that suggest he should probably see a professional, and
Phoenix, I just looked because I wasn't sure. Phoenix Fire it's a scent that I made. It's a combination of mahogany teakwood and mahogany coconut in one candle. Not really a strong wood scent, but it's a really good scent.
I actually agree with that. He does seem like there's a lot of stuff, baggage there that he's not wanting to deal with.
Yeah, and he comes across as wanting to be the victim a lot as well. Like, oh, they've done, poor me, that person's turned on me. And they're always women usually that he's talking about, from what the bit I've heard. It's always women that have let him down. Apparently it was a British woman, ironically, when he was 24, that really did a number on him. And that stuck with him.
And I guess, maybe I'm the asshole or whatever, and that's fine, but everybody has gotten their heart broken. Everybody has been dumped. Everybody has been stood up on a date. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody has gone through those things. So I guess I just don't have any sympathy if his excuse is going to be, oh, well, this British lady, did me wrong over here and this person did me wrong over here, and that's why I'm going to call every woman bitches. I don't buy that, because if that was the case, then that would mean everybody would have the excuse of treating other people the way that he treated Petty and women in general on this panel.
I agree with that.
Opal, I completely agree with you. That is coming. I didn't listen to this whole live, but there's a part that talks about that directly. Hey, Green.
Yami, thank you so much. Fuck, I'm here. Start over. That's like the story of your life, Yami. Oh my God, I love you, girl.
There's lots of weird shit.
No, I mean just the last couple of days, I'm just like, fuck, I need to run this by other adults. Like, you can't do it here, of course, but email me and
maybe we could
send a
do
number
like
over.
Either you could send me your number, or we could do like a private StreamYard.
Yeah.
Whichever's easiest.
No emergency. I'm just saying, like, oh my goodness, send a number over.
What the
fuck? Is it because he's trying to make out he's one place so he doesn't get served?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, the only person that is trying to find him, obviously, is Queen Bee, because Sinner here is not wanting to answer the door to be served.
Toasty, are you fucking stupid? She's not trying to have him served. She said the same thing about fucking Brittany. He said he doesn't fucking live there. What is she serving him for? That's what I want to know. That's what I've always wanted to know. There's nothing on the court record. Look at the document. Look at the docket. She has not filed anything against Sinner. It would be on the docket. It's not there. Stop the lie.
And yet later in the stream, he claims he has an attorney, yet he won't have his attorney get a hold of Queen Bee so that he can be properly served. So
there you go. Headline said there's no court case. Have you called BT? Because I have. Thank you, Headstones. Yeah, there's no court documents. She's a fucking liar.
but then that doesn't work in his favor, right? So he has to come up with an entire conspiracy that, hundreds of women from Queen Bee's channel is like stalking him and following up the coastline. I'm sorry, but nah, we're just not that into you, bro. Like that's
Bro, yes they are.
That's not happening. Exactly, Queen Bee. Let me see if I can get your comment. LMAO, there is no one following his delusional ass. He is running, avoiding service.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the delusion comes from the lie about a restraining order, and there is none.
But he doesn't want to say that, though, because then if he tells people, oh, yeah, I'm avoiding being served, what is their next question going to be? Oh, well, what for? And he doesn't want to tell that story.
Yeah.
For sure.
Really? Yeah. And they've done Sinner.
Dude,
He
they were showing my apartment that I lived in college. Like the photos they were showing, I was like, I don't even know what that is. And I'm like, oh fuck, that building used to be blue. That's my jam. In 2001. I mean, that's the house that's the apartment that I was laying in when 9/11 happened. That's how I remember the place. And then I thought to myself, I wasn't even on the lease of that place. I wasn't even on the lease of that apartment. How did they get photos of it?
And so if any of us were to do some shit like that, Sinner, like none, like I really want to just make it clear. He's been stalked by one lady connected to her before. Like they keep stalking. They've showed.
And by the way, just so everyone knows, because I went through a 6-year custody fight from hell, the process server would find me anywhere. They wouldn't just go to your house. They would go to your job. They would have somebody watch you on the street. They don't just drop it off at your house or go to your house. So right there's a lie too. A server a cop might only go to your house, but they'll go all hours of the night. You're going to be home at some point.
Our home threatening Clue was actually made references to.
It's so much worse. It's so much.
Play more of a victim.
Yeah, I agree.
Queen Bee's bad. And if he can come up with a story where Queen Bee is at fault, he's going to tell it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Thank you, Cash. Give me attention, please. I mean, yeah, this does give me kind of pick me vibes for sure. I agree with you, Cash. Yammy, sorry, I'm into personality, and his is baby bitch ass. Yeah. I wonder why he's single.
It's so crazy. She took a story that was true and tried to replace the names in it. Nah, girl. Like, what the? Who raised you? What is going on?
Okay, you of all people are going to you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. The blatant lies that come out of her mouth, Sinner. Like I've never witnessed somebody who she just pulls anything out of thin air. It's not based in there's usually lies are rooted in some kind of truth. Like there's a little truth to it. Not with Buzzy.
Not anymore. It used to be she used to be a slickster for sure, but now she just replaces whole time periods and flips everything. Nothing is true.
Nothing is
Nothing
true.
she says is true. It's all a lie.
Yep.
So you're not avoiding service, Poopy Pants? Or if you're not avoiding service, then why would you be scared to open your front door?
Mm. Poopy pants.
That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Shit
Oh,
cell,
dear.
Poopy Pants.
Every
And
day.
it's all talk about anything except for the fact that it's not called CPS in Illinois. It's called something else. So let her figure it out.
Did you say that? What was the latest? I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god. Just bangers. I'm on 30 milligrams of methadone, and I bring half.
He
He
said
did
you
say,
are.
yeah, he did say you are.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's saying you are as in that is right, or questioning like you are. Like, I'm not sure which way it is.
Yeah, I had not heard that. It's weird. Every time I listen to this, I hear new things. But yeah, I don't know what he meant by that. If there was a question mark or a period at the end of that.
Has he just dropped Britney in it? Oh, maybe sure.
Possibly.
But I do think it's interesting how he's trying to say that Davis fam drove all this way and all this shit would just never happened. And then at the same time, you have Emily that drove to Davis fam's house to get pictures of her house. I guess he's going to leave that part out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's inconvenient, I guess.
Yeah, it's only benefiting him. And that's allowed. But if you go in there to see him or do whatever he sent Emmy to do, then that's not allowed. So rules for thee and not for me.
That's different.
Yeah.
Crafting and True Crime, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. And Lisa, I think a day will come that BJ will have a falling out with Sinner, and it won't be pretty, who she has not had a falling out with. They both BJ and Poopy Pants, fall out with people all the time. So my bet would be, okay, which one is going to run away first? Because it's just a matter of when.
I think it'll be him.
I think so too.
Split it with Craig, and I've never touched methadone in my life.
Guess what? Guess what? Because like I've had problems with drinking, they never ever accuse me of being on drugs at all.
Oh yeah,
never one. Never one time has someone said, "Oh, that guy's a fucking blah blah blah," because I'm just honest with people. Like I've tried stuff in the past, but I don't do stuff.
Crazy. Well, and the deflection too, right? So she'll say, "Oh, it's payday, so Brittany gonna be high as hell, feeling good." All while it's payday, and she's over there slurring her words like crazy.
Well, Brittany, that's exactly why. That's exactly why. And like people are like, oh, yeah, oh, you're such an asshole, Dave. You're such an asshole.
Well, here's the thing, right? So Queen makes no qualms or make any excuses. She doesn't hide the fact that she's a smoker. It's legal where she lives. It's not anything bad. I don't understand all these people running around acting like they're so against it.
Okay, Toasty. Alcohol's legal too, and he's a grown adult. He's over 21. So, and he makes no bones about it. So I really don't get the analogy of pot to alcohol. It's the same shit. Just so you know, Bucci, the only thing I'm having trouble with is aroma beads. For some reason, they're just not smelling. I'm going to write to the company and find out what the hell I'm doing wrong in making them. But oils, roll-on oils, sprays, body mist, I have all of it. And I can make you mahogany, teakwood. But it's only the aroma beads I'm having trouble with. For some reason, they're just not smelling.
When they probably take gummies or use CBD cream or whatever in their own life. But Queen smokes. She's honest about it. She talks about it all the time.
Sinner drinks. He's honest about it. He talks about it. And he even goes one step further and says he's trying to stop. What's the difference?
She smokes like pretty much in every live stream that I know of.
Yeah.
She doesn't just do it on payday. So that's
Yeah.
a lie, Brittany.
Yeah, I think because it's a lot of double.
Queen Bee also has about $200,000 from a GoFundMe that she raised, so she doesn't need to wait till payday. Just saying.
Standards.
And I think he smokes it himself.
He takes gummies. He eats gummies.
I've heard him talking about smoking a joint.
Mm-hmm.
More, mm.
Yeah. Oh my God, these people.
But I know on Fridays, now I know that she's a terrible mother. On Fridays,
All right, hold on a second. Let's think about this for a minute, okay? Honestly, let's think about this. Queen Bee is live twice a day. Queen Bee is live for 4 or 5 hours in the morning, 4 or 5 hours at night. That's 10 hours a day. You're only awake on average 15 hours a day, on average. So that leaves 5 hours that she's not high. Because according to Toasty, she gets high on every live stream. So 5 hours of the day, she's not high. Imagine that. And she's raising kids. She has young kids. So you figure this out, Toasty. You're not stupid. You figure this out.
she's mostly alone. That's when she rages out. So when I say to you guys, she's raging out because she's home alone, it makes her even madder. It makes her thumbnails even fucking more obvious. It'll say doxing CPS. It's always a confession.
What?
Right.
QB's thumbnails are confessions.
Aye.
Holy meth squirrel, Batman. What?
I think he's looking for a job with the Illuminati.
Clue? Have you got a job for him?
What the fuck? He thinks the thumbnails are talking to him? What the heck?
I'm losing brain cells. He never said the thumbnails were speaking to him, ever. What he said was that her thumbnails are really a reflection of her. And honestly, I agree with him.
You know you've got a paranoia on another level when you think that.
God.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, he sits on his channel and he's like, I don't even care. I don't watch it. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're obsessing over her thumbnails now. What in the world?
Oh, imagine being that obsessed. Like you're looking for everything. Oh God.
Mm.
Oh, see, you know what? See, now people are going to intentionally put things in their thumbnails just
Yeah.
to fuck with.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with them. Yeah, I'm here for that. Definitely.
Oh my God. Damn.
Zoot, that just made me laugh out loud.
What in the hell?
Yeah, you could really have fun with that, couldn't you?
Absolutely. I mean, yes. Yes, please seek professional help. Seriously. Wow.
They're not precursors or indications of about what you're about to watch. They are confessions almost every single time. And I've been saying this for months. It's the trippiest thing.
It is.
You realize that thumbnails are usually like memes? They're sarcastic, they're cartoons, they're AI. It's some people put more effort into thumbnails than others. Some people just get like something cool that they see.
Toasty, have you looked at Queen Bee's thumbnails? They're nothing of what you just said. They are everything that Sinner just said. And I've actually been saying it for a while as well. That her thumbnails are a reflection of her. Now, granted, he may have been drinking and it, didn't come across right, but they're a reflection of her. That's what narcissists do.
On Google and they just use it. Like it's not oh my god, like there's not a conspiracy behind it.
Nobody said anything about a conspiracy. Absolutely nothing about a conspiracy.
No, I think he's laughing for the what's that code called that begins with an F. I can't say it. Fibonacci?
Fibonacci code.
Yeah. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jeez. Rotten Ralph, member for 38 months. One of my OGs. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Melanie, member for 5 months. Melanie S, member for 14 months. And the Autumn, member for 26 months.
Almost every time.
Hey, look at my hashtag. It's SAFL. Guess what that means, Brittany? And it's just like so cringe. See y'all in the chat.
Actually, Toast, what's truly cringe is you're giggling over absolutely nothing but your own delusions. That's cringe.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
Stuart. It's hilarious.
Forgive us, we're British. We don't know what these are.
But if you look up Mad TV and then look at skits about Stuart, absolutely hilarious. And the way that he's constantly fishing for attention and look at what I'm doing and look at me, give me attention. It's very like that kind of same vibes that I get when he's on her panel.
Okay, I'll check that out after.
See, I see B. Tim more like that, not Sinner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Because I don't like that. Fuck around.
Ivy League said she died when you said choke him if you got it.
She
I
is.
find that bubble in your throat. And look, I practice like a mofo, but damn, it hurts. It's painful, right? She says, I
Probably hiding behind it or trying.
She literally, it looks like she talks into it, but her lips are touching it. It's really weird.
Well, I think she's hiding behind it. I mean, she has her hair down, has these big ass glasses. That little man child in the background has already called her out and said, "Well, you never wear those when you're not on stream."
I love Craig when he calls her out. I love it.
And then
Burnt Toast, please do not discuss anybody on camera. Considering you will never cam up, please stop. Like, this is cringe.
she sits there in the dark with a weird lighting. And so to me, she's just hiding.
Yeah, because in that cat video where she goes to kick the cat, I don't think she's.
Listen, you fucking dumb bitches. She's on camera, which is more than both of you can say. Sit the fuck down.
Wearing them then. Oh, she got them on top of her head, doesn't she? She sort of, she isn't walking about wearing them then.
Right.
From what I remember.
Also, that's very true. It helps keep her head up when she nods out. So it is definitely a must. You know, that's practical.
Must be comfy at least. Sorry.
Whatever brand mic that is, I should probably get it because it's strong as fuck. Let me tell you, nodding out, leaning on it. My mic would not be able to handle that.
Damn it, dude. I can't do it.
No, yours buzzy is good. I always like to hear that shit's funny. Look, I can do buzzy and I can do nonsense, but I cannot, and I have tried my best.
Rowena.
Rowena.
I can't good either, but I can granny.
I know, I think Toasty is about 500 pounds and is ugly as fuck. Because why else would you hide? Why else are you so afraid to show what you really look like? I do. I think she's a wildebeest. I always said that.
I really cannot get hers down. I wish I could.
Mama Cat, when is this from? This is from a couple days ago. So fairly recent.
Yeah, me either. I think in order to do a proper Rowena, you just have to you have to it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you have to take your shirt all the way off down to the flesh and just run full speed into a wall and then stand up and start recording. And then that's your
Oh
the Rowena.
Have you ever heard her? Have I let you hear her?
Yeah, he did good.
You did good.
He refreshed my memory. That was really accurate.
She says,
I hope you hear that, Reality, who also likes to swallow her mic. Who says, Rowena says, Reality, you put me in this shit show. Don't you fucking cry. In all caps.
She sounds like a really heavy smoker to me when
A really heavy smoker? That would be Queen Bee. Just saying. But Reality, I hope you're not scared of like a 65-year-old woman in Tennessee. I think she's in Tennessee. Maybe she's in my state. I don't know. But I really hope you're not scared of her. What's she gonna do? Hit you with a fucking cane?
she laughs.
She does.
Brittany, yes.
Yeah. Like really choked, like choked sound. Not, I don't mean
Yeah, I
literal
know what you
choke.
mean.
You know what I mean? That choky, like smoky, that
Yeah.
sound, I mean, not literal choked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
what gets me, she's asking
go
everybody.
ahead, sorry.
She's asking everybody to quit dogpiling her, as she puts it. It's not a dog pile, but that's what she says. And she's asking everybody to stop doing all this to her. But then she does stuff like this.
Exactly.
Like, why Rowena running straight into a wall?
Oh no, that was bizarre.
And she just fucking laughs about. Oh, sorry, Toasty, I didn't mean to swear.
No,
and
no,
she
you
just laughs
can.
about it. I think
No,
she's
feel free.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Sorry.
feel free to swear. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm mute. It's okay. I finished.
No. Someone says she'll claim to have asthma. So I have asthma and I don't laugh like that. The only time that I ever sound like that is when I have a upper respiratory infection and I'm on like steroids and stuff from my pulmonologist to clear out my lungs. That is literally the only.
Is that due to all your weight pressing against your lungs? I'm just curious.
Time that you will ever hear me sound like that. So it's bullshit if she wants to come back later and be like, well, I have asthma. Then it's either completely out of control and you need to go to a doctor and sort it out, or it's not asthma and you're smoking something or whatever. And hey, if you smoke, I don't care. Like I literally don't shame people for smoking. I don't, but I don't care if other people do. But it would be very interesting to find out that she was actually smoking when all she does is shit on Queen for doing that.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to me.
I'm gonna tell you. Wait a minute.
Everyone, does it look like she disagrees with anything going on? Does she sound like she is nervous laughing due to being uncomfortable? I'll say no. I think she's
I'm saying
genuinely
no.
having fun.
Yeah.
She thinks this is okay.
Yeah.
And
She-
yeah,
'cause-
Rowena was being sincere.
Because she'll use that excuse, oh, I laugh when I'm nervous or I'm laugh when I'm tired. And I'm like, so she laughs at everything then. So when she's nervous, she's tired, she's uncomfortable, she claims to laugh at all those situations.
What's interesting here is that she's not just laughing like she is having a good time, but she's joining in the bullshit that's happening here.
Do you guys realize how sick and fucking twisted this is? Like, it's not me. These people are sick. The way they're ripping her apart, the way they're like worried about she's laughing. She's allowed to fucking laugh on her own panel. Sorry, not sorry.
She was not sitting here just being passive.
Agreed.
And this is her channel. And she had control over dropping people. I mean, she dropped you multiple times, right?
Yep.
So clearly she knows how that button works. She could have dropped Center at any moment when he started crossing lines, and he already has by talking about Queen Bee's kids again. She doxed he's doxed 2 people by this point already.
Yeah.
Did I miss something? We've been watching the same thing. Who did he dox? Where did he dox? I didn't hear him doxing anybody. I didn't hear him bring up QB's kids. Are we not hearing the same stuff?
It's weird.
I
But
can
she
honestly see
thinks
why
it's funny.
people. Yeah, and this is why I can see people who she's wronged, why they don't want like redemption from her, like she doesn't deserve a second chance type thing. Doing this.
I completely get it too. I
Yeah.
completely get it. I mean, after this panel, I already saw what had happened and watched these things happen, some of them in real time. But after this particular stream, I was like, wow, I get it now. Like, I understand why these mods are like, yeah, I'm not budging. I'm digging my heels in. I'm not going to ever be cool with her ever again.
Yeah. It's nasty all around.
Yeah. I already saw that one.
Sure, they get
Ash.
to the. Sorry, come on.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just about to say, I'm sure you get to a point eventually, don't you? Like in a relationship, I'm done. You know, enough has happened. There's no going back now. There's the bridges have been burnt completely.
Mm-hmm.
So let me understand this. Trisha was a mod for Brittany, and then her and Brittany had a falling out, and she ran to the other side, and now Brittany's the worst person imaginable, and she's sharing all private shit. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah.
I agree, Locked In Loaded, who says this was so off the charts that bothered me for a minute. Yeah, this was I mean, like I said earlier, I was surprised that I was so surprised. I mean, I knew that you have this drunk who is going after someone's teenage daughter, which is gross, doxing people, obsessing over thumbnails, weird shit. And then you have these other people on here also doing really crazy, fucked up things. And it's like, okay, yeah, that was bad, but then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And every time I would look at BJ, and I would think surely she's going to drop them now, right? Like, where's that line where she says, okay, you've gone too far? And the fact that this whole stream went by and at no point did she feel the need to be like, I think I'm going to drop these people because this is a bit much. That blows my mind.
Hey, on a positive note, hey, Tanya, 23 months, woohoo! On a positive note, at least Brittany stays on her own fucking panel, which is more than her buddy can say.
Yeah, in my opinion, she wanted to humiliate me.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Otherwise, there's no other excuse for doing this or for doing that. But I wasn't humiliated. But she was definitely enjoying it.
I agree with you.
She said everybody after this. She said, "No, it's okay." She said, "I was going to be disowned for going over there and jumping up on a panel, but the complete opposite happened, and she's the one who's being disowned because of that night, or that night was the last straw." So karma's a real thing, I guess, Brittany, as you keep saying.
But isn't that interesting, though, that she thought that?
Yeah.
That she thought that because you wanted to be an adult and have a one-on-one conversation with her to kind of smooth things over to the point where it isn't so contentious, that she thought that all of us were going to disown you for wanting.
Hey, Queen Toasty, next time you're live, I want you to have Queen Bee, Clue, Granny's watching, and Jay on panel, and I'm going to jump up. And we're going to see how we have such an intelligent conversation. Bitch, sit the fuck down.
To be an adult?
Yeah. My mom said it as well. So that's the
Very
mentality of Brittany J. But she was still confused that I went over from Terry Lynn's and I couldn't even find Terry Lynn's channel. So the delusions are real with this one. I'd literally got up out of bed. I haven't seen all this bit that you're showing. And I got up out of bed, got the kids dressed for school, and I was listening to this in background. And then I heard UA sent me the link. So I clicked it and thought, sod it, she's never going to let me up anyway. So I tried it, and she did, which surprised me. The first time she dropped me, it took me 5 more attempts to get back up. She kept dropping and dropping and dropping me.
Wow.
Yeah. I just didn't think it was fair that she kept dropping me.
Yeah,
I wasn't being rude to her.
See, that's crazy because she has heavily implied that somehow you dropped. And I knew that didn't make sense. Like, why would you just continuously drop like that? So I figured that she probably dropped you.
Yeah. I think I've got it screen recorded. I'll have to have a look at it. But you can see it. She drops me. It's not me dropping from there because I clicked the link in the first place to go up and talk to her.
Right.
So I'm not going to drop off.
I think that she was also scared of having a one-on confrontation with you because she was probably a bit nervous that you were going to maybe say something or ask something that she didn't want to deal with.
Yeah, possibly. But like I said, I wasn't there for the community. I wasn't there for Queen. I wasn't there for Clue. I just went in there on my own. And I don't know. People have asked me why I went up, and I can't explain it. I just wanted to get through to her. Because she won't let anyone up to talk to her. But I'm done now. After she's done all this, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Ash, thank you for being a member for 22 months. I really appreciate it. Pro Charlotte Luke, how are you? Member for 29 months. Crafty Girl, the real one, member for 2 months. He is a great study case for a psych major. Wow, that's interesting. Probably, I mean, after the thumbnail comment, I was like, yeah, totally see that. Marlene, thank you so much. We do not care. Yes, thank you. Yami, thank you so much. Lois, Mom, Mommy. God Center is annoying. Yes, he just gives me like pick me vibes. Like wants so badly to have a like mother figure to notice him. It's very obvious to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Cash says, "Do me BJ, darling."
I guarantee she won't be able to do your
Toasty, I knew you were going to giggle, but what was the point? That's really hysterical to you? That's like a talk about childish?
accent, Cash.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not at all.
Big Girl for Life says, "Do we know how many mods she lost since this live?"
4.
At least
4, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, I think 4. So I guess add that to the other 180. I mean, at this point, you probably should count the mods that are still there. You'd probably finish quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be some getting ready to walk any moment before we know.
Very true. I think they're probably seeing the writing on the wall.
Yeah. They're going to jump off of that sinking ship because it's going down fast.
Although in the chat there was people offering to be modded up.
QB's lost a lot of mods too, and a lot of panel guests. Just saying. Hey, just RN.
In the moment, like Cajun Cutie was the one that had the big thing about that kicked off about that what do you call it, GoFundMe for a niece or something that kicked off a lot of drama. There was a couple of them offering to step up, so into the lion's den.
Yeah, no thanks.
I mean, if you're begging for a wrench on BJ's channel after watching this, there's something wrong with you. Like your cookie is not done all the way in the middle, or you're just interested in being part of the drama.
Yeah.
Rowena says, "This is BJ living like Jesus from a real Christian with a trade by month, but huge heart." Thank you, Rowena. And Enchanted Life member for 20 months.
So, just to get this straight, she's allowed to say a real Christian, but Craig's not allowed to say a real Jew? What's the difference? Just asking. Because that's an honest question. They were all in an uproar that Craig said or Brittany said a real Jew, but it's okay to say a real Christian? What's the difference, Toast? You're smart. What's the difference?
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
All the things is going to happen to you, and you going to be your own true crime case. I'm going to tell you what. Yeah. What? What?
What? Thank you, Rob.
It's like a damn, like a.
Well, just me. I think so too. I think she got a strike, and it's against TOS to go on a backup channel. So I hope nobody reports her like she tells everybody to report. According to her, reporting does nothing. Well, when you do what Molly Golightly did, and you have enemies, you might want to be a little careful. Just saying.
Damn toucan.
It freaks me out. I mean, that woman, like, of all the people around here, and I told, like, you guys, look, I'll tell you, I told, like, the people I talk behind the scenes with, they already know Rowena fucking creeps me out. The way she's like, I used to be a nurse, and imagine a scenario, like, when, like, you got a broken leg and you're laying in a bed, and, like,
Right.
Oh my
the
God.
shadow, like, comes across the doorway.
Rowena, no offense, but the only thing you creep out is yourself in a mirror. You don't creep anybody out. You're not scary. You're not threatening. You're a fucking idiot. Sorry, not sorry. But I mean that in the most respectful way. Nah.
And you smell the faint smell of like a Newport 100 just wafting through the air.
This story is oddly specific.
I
Very
was
much
thinking
so.
that.
Yeah, in my opinion, I'm now convinced that he has mommy issues. Like, for real.
And the way you bully Brittany, it sounds like you have daddy issues.
Wow.
Because they all
Dude.
got smoke balls and shit.
She already took half of your pain medication for herself.
Yes,
Like, and now she's coming back into the room. Like, just bitch, bring me some water. Please bring me some water. Rowena.
Nobody tries to sound like QB. Nobody wants to be QB. Sorry, not sorry. All these grandeurs of delusion that, everyone wants to be Queen Bee. And no, they don't. I don't know of a single person that wants to be QB.
Yeah.
You can't have another pill for 4 more hours.
She's not a nurse. She's not a nurse.
There's no way.
She is not a nurse.
She would be like, what?
Okay, I heard this part, and I didn't listen to her long, so the stuff I was looking for is actually coming right up.
The hell you want now? You asking for all the things, and you just want all the things.
It's crazy.
You know what I think is crazy? Poopy Pants and BJ. If she was still working and not retired as
And if I hadn't have left the music business, I'd be a millionaire. And if I hadn't have left the brokerage industry, or if I hadn't gotten in trouble in the brokerage industry, I'd be a millionaire. If I married rich instead of the idiot that I ended up marrying, I'd be a fucking millionaire. I'd be traveling the world. I wouldn't have my kids. For her to go through this whole what if is fucking ridiculous. But you're about to hear it.
a nurse, because she actually was legitimately a nurse. But if she was not retired right now, she could sue the fuck out of you for slander. Like, this is classic defamation where you're accusing her of a crime that could potentially ruin her career.
But she doesn't have a career anymore. So what the fuck are you talking about? It's like you just want to hear yourself talk, Toasty. Because whether she's retired, she left the business, whatever her reasons are, it doesn't matter to me. She's no longer in there, so it doesn't matter. That's like saying if Sinner had a real job, he could, everything that QB has done to him, he could sue her for defamation and win millions of dollars. Do you realize how dumb you sound?
You can't do that.
I'm disgusted.
I know. The more I hear it.
Meanwhile, guess how many jobs are happening on the panel right now on the screen? Ain't none of them have a job.
Queen Bee doesn't have a job. Clue doesn't have a job. Granny's Watching doesn't have a job. Jay for Justice doesn't have a job. Need I keep going, Burnt Toast? This fucking pissed me off.
Wow.
None of them. Unless you consider begging a job, then I guess that's BJ's job.
Well, that includes your friends too.
So, wow.
I would be so afraid. I would be so afraid if she was my nurse and like, fuck, doctor, I need a doctor. I'm sick of you. You smell like cigarettes. I need an actual doctor.
Scares me. It scares me too. And I'm like, any of these people, like in positions of care, whether it's a teacher, a nurse, a freaking Sunday school teacher, anybody that says that, frequents over there, and
Yeah.
they
Well,
claim it
listen,
scares me.
Brittany, I can clear it up for you. They're all a bunch of fucking liars.
It's gotta be.
I mean,
'cause
I'm not even kidding. Let me clear this up for you. Let me clear this up for you because I think there's people misunderstand. They're all lying. They're all a bunch of fucking. Fuck.
No.
I see you. No. I'm thinking about Craig now. I'm thinking Craig words right now. They're all a bunch of they're all a bunch of dum dums.
Ooh, got him. He took a whole 30 seconds to come up with that. You're all a bunch of dum-dums.
Do you need some ice for that burn?
Would you rather he called you a bunch of fucking cunts? I thought he did really good calling them dum-dums, especially being drunk. I thought that was a pretty smart move on his part, because I'm sure what he really wanted to say is you're all a bunch of fucking lying ass cunts. But he was trying to be respectful, so he came out with dum-dums. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was great. And I'm sorry, Burnt Toast, but if he would have called you a cunt, you would have fucking went off again. Thanks, Rhodey.
He's so scared. He said dum-dums.
Sounds like Betty.
Oh my.
So, Sinner, keep that in mind. She'd rather be called a fucking lying cunt than a dum-dum. So just keep that in mind next time they bitch at you about how vile you are and how mean you are. Just remember that. It's like a no-win situation. He can't win either way.
God. See, at this point, it's like, no matter what he calls any of us, I've never shit on someone's couch.
Nope, me.
And he's never sold alcohol to minors. He's never beat the fuck out of his ex's girl. He's never fucking been in court for, I mean, we could play the, holier than thou game. He's never got raided by the feds for selling illegal drugs. He's never owned a meth lab. I mean, do you want to keep going, Toasty? Because we can keep going.
Either.
Never done that.
Hater. You're hater.
No, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. They're patients. They're patients. They're patients in adult daycare.
Great.
They're fumbling around. They're looking for a pacifier. They're looking for a fucking a honey nipple to suck on.
Tell it, brother. Tell it.
They're 65-year-old women.
65? Damn. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
being 65, but bro, don't you be putting like decades onto my life now.
Here's the other thing I didn't understand. And I don't, honestly, I watch Sinner, but I don't watch Brittany. I barely watch Toast. I don't even watch Queen Bee much anymore. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't hear anybody talking about Burnt Toast. And it seems like Burnt Toast has completely injected herself like a fucking heroin addict. Just totally injected herself into all of Sinner's life. Headstones. Am I wrong? But I don't hear anybody talking about Burnt Toast or a Sinner talking about Burnt Toast at all.
Come on.
I just her I don't know why, but her laugh of all a big part of it. Her laugh really disturbs me, the way she's cackling away at all this, like he's the bees. I think she thinks he's wonderful. I really do.
I do too. And it kind of sounds like she's borderline flirting with him.
Yeah. I even feel that was set up and she dressed up for that night.
I think so too.
Mm.
Because she had her nails done and her hair down, swooshed to the.
So now she's flirting with Sinner right in front of Craig. Okay, so what if, just saying, what if they're swingers? What if she was flirting? Why is that your business? Many people are swingers. So maybe that's just what their thing is. But let's not forget, she lives in what, South Carolina? He lives in California. He doesn't drive. He's not fucking taking a flight to go see Britney. I'm just saying. So I don't get why this is like a big deal.
Side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put a different coloured lipstick on. I think it was all, that was my feeling anyway.
Completely agree. Wow. And I just keep thinking, like, if I was on a panel and my husband was also on the panel and I was sitting there openly giggling like a schoolgirl, flirty with another guy on the panel, that would not end well in my household.
But you don't know their relationship. Again, maybe they're swingers. Maybe they have a freaky deaky relationship. Not that swing is a freaky deaky, but why are you judging someone else's relationship? Maybe they get off on it. Maybe they like it. I know people that get off on that kind of shit. You have no idea. But for you to judge it like it's a typical standard mom dad, relationship, maybe it's not. You don't know.
That wouldn't end well. So the fact that Craig doesn't even give a fuck, to me, is very telling as well.
Bumbling around in the darkness looking for some honey to suckle upon.
Yeah. Because there ain't nothing sweet left in that carcass here, right? What?
No, but wait, there's more. As soon as their lips attach to that teat, then they give their debit number up, and now they're funding a child support case.
Yep.
They're funding.
Excellent point, Indy. She giggles constantly with B. Tim on panel. Is she flirting?
They're funding like a domestically violent person now.
Yeah, abusive people.
So once again, spreading more lies that Queen Bee is domestically violent when Sinner has violence on his record.
Queen Bee has violence on her record. She's even openly admitted it. Queen Bee got arrested for it. The ex has issues with Queen Bee. We all saw this. We all heard this. Queen Bee's talked about it. So, yeah, she has lots of violence on her record. Look it up.
Sure. And then also, once again, bringing up her kids.
Nobody brought up her kids.
I mean, this is literally all they have.
You mean like all you have about Britney?
He seems obsessed as if he's like an ex-lover or something, isn't it?
Yes.
Or an ex-partner.
I mean, I've never seen something like this before. I mean, obviously, I'm not stupid enough to think that this hasn't happened before. But I've just never seen this in real time. where you have a guy who, like, he's never met Queen. They've never met.
Toast, have you ever met Brittany? I'm just curious. Have you ever met Brittany? Have any of the people going after Brittany ever met her? I don't believe so. But listen to Toasty's little rant here.
They've never been friends. They've never dated. There's no connection there. He's just a random creep from the internet.
Burnt Toast, I could say the same thing about Brittany. You're just a random creep from the internet. Why do you go after Brittany? Why do you talk about Brittany? I'm just curious. Use your own logic.
That is acting like some kind of scorned ex-lover. It's really weird.
No, what's really weird is your lies tonight. That's really weird. It's really weird that you guys all go after Brittany when, based on your own logic, you never met her. You've never been friends with her. You don't know anything about her. Just use your own logic.
Yeah. He's almost obsessed.
I think that the word obsessed is overused, but I would absolutely use obsessed in this instance.
And that, my friend, is where we agree. I would absolutely use the word obsessed, that you're all fucking obsessed with Brittany. Yep, totally agree with you there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what else you would call this.
Fixation. I don't know.
I would
Just
say
a shame.
I have never once heard any of these people go live and then go point by point refuting the points that Queen has made on her streams. They won't.
Oh, we can, but here's the problem, Toast. Here's why I don't do it. I would love to do it. I don't have the time. I have better things to do than sit there for 10 hours a day clipping fucking Queen Bee. Sorry, not sorry. Some of us have a life.
Do that. Instead, it's going after their children, accusing her of domestic violence, which she doesn't do. And even his own former friends called him out for lying about that.
Yeah.
Because he's wanting the police report to say something it doesn't.
Right.
And how gross that he was even spreading that report around to begin with.
Okay, let's go to reality. Where did this come from? Where did this report come from? This is beyond the FOIA. First of all, there was a report that Queen Bee's ex-boyfriend, the father of her kid or kids, called CPS on Queen Bee due to the marks on her daughter's neck, whether they came from her daughter or her other daughter, or they came from herself, doesn't matter. The point is, CPS is not going to investigate a sister. I mean, they might, I don't know, but they're not going to investigate the sister. That's why it's believed that it came from her. She wouldn't need to go to court if it was the sisters. So logically speaking, that's where this came from, a police report. He didn't make it up out of the clear, off the top of his head. He didn't just come up with this. He didn't twist anything. This is all on a police report. And I don't know why people seem to forget that.
Yeah.
So gross. Yemi said,
because these people just make it out like he just created this out of nowhere, that he just came up with this, off the top of his head. And that's so far from the truth. And this, I don't know where this came from. If Toasty was a pick-me, Toasty is a pick-me. Just saying.
Says, if Toasty was a pick-me, I'm not like those other carbs. I'm gluten, but I'm soft and warm. Straight from the oven. You don't need butter, but I'll let you spread it on anyway if you insist. Thank you, Yummy. Jen Sparky, I think Lemon Dick is projecting what he would do. Ooh, I think so too. And Gummy Bear Goblin, I like your name. Thank you so much. BJ is blind, okay, guys? She can't see red flags. Love that.
Actually, Gummy Bear Goblin, it's you guys that are blind because the evidence is right in front of you and you so want to belong to Queen Bee's crew or Burnt Toast crew that you're paying just to be a part of it. And that's disgusting. So if anybody is blind, it's actually you guys.
Abusive.
All that money. And how many of these women's husbands are like, what the fuck, lady? What is going on?
Oh my God.
You got it.
I
Could you
wonder.
imagine, like, okay, just think about your significant other, right? You come home one day and you walk in the living room and all you hear is, "Oh hell, drop the
I don't know.
By the way, Poopy Pants, I showed a clip of you to my husband just out of curiosity. He thinks you're a fucking loser. So that's what.
Oh, Burnt Toast. So if anybody talks about your husband, that's bringing up your husband. For your husband to say that and for you to repeat that, did that make you feel like a big woman? Oh my! Showed my husband a picture of you and he thought you were a loser. Well, I think you probably look like a fucking wildebeest. What's your point?
He thinks, by the way.
Greg would be like, who the fuck are you watching?
Dude, I mean, that's why Rebecca already chased 2 husbands away. It's like being married. It's like being married to someone who's like going to the fortune teller every night. Like, god damn, what the fuck, shit, fuck. Like, what are you doing, lady?
What? That doesn't even make sense. And also, Queen Bee's never been married. So
I saw that.
how does she have 2 ex-husbands if she's never been married?
Don't know.
Okay, and she's 36 years old with kids. How come nobody's ever wanted to marry her? That's a whole nother fucking conversation. She's not marriage material, I guess. Since 36, 38 years old with kids and nobody ever wanted to marry you, she should hide her head in shame. But it also explains why she's such a bitch.
And he says that being married to her would be like being married to a fortune teller. Is that what he said? What the fuck does that even mean?
Something about going to a fortune teller every day, wasn't it, or something?
Okay, let me explain. What I think he meant is that fortune tellers lie, and being married to her would be like going to someone who lies all the time. That's what he meant. I mean, that's how logical people think that's what he meant. I mean, I find myself pretty intelligent, and I think that was pretty easy to figure out.
I don't know.
What? Oh, all right. That was a lot of stupid. Got it.
Maybe he's done that.
Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that my brain is like, what the fuck?
Toasty, I'm sorry that you weren't smart enough to figure out his analogy. Maybe you're just not that smart. Maybe you think you're smarter than you actually are, because that was pretty easy to figure out.
You know, right now, like that, none of that made sense to me.
I'm not surprised.
No, me neither.
Let's be honest. You know they didn't have some alpha men.
or she did, and he got the hell on.
From the gate, from the jump, the guy that she had was some sort of beta that she bullied around. And usually,
Oh, they're one of those. The red pill, alpha, beta bullshit. That explains so much, Dylon. So much. Wow. Okay. Right. So if you buy into the whole categorizing men like cattle and deciding what kind of men they are, I would probably guess an alpha man has a job. So
Yeah.
again, the two men on the panel probably are not alphas, if that's a thing. Just a thought.
No, I know. Well, I mean, of course I know. Both of them are union. She chased those men away because she's fucking a crazy person. Both of them union jobs, like commission, like both of them are gonna retire with pension. And she's a crazy person that never earned a fucking penny in her entire life. Her house.
Well, that's not true. But aside from that, how weird is it that he has dug so far into her personal life that he knows her, not her ex-husbands, but he knows her ex-boyfriends or the father of her children and knows what they do for a living?
Well, if he actually dug that far in, then he would know that she was never married. So he obviously didn't dig that far in. But I think she spoke about what they did on a live stream. As a matter of fact, she did talk about it on a live. That's where he got the union from. Just saying. Because even I knew that. We all knew that.
Yeah.
Even down to the point where he knows that they allegedly, according to him, belong to a union.
Oh, wow.
You know,
and then people ask me why I stay anonymous.
Yeah.
There's people putting info out like, oh, people are like heavily in debt when they're debt free. You know, the fact that you don't have your own pensions and, you know, you've not got a man living with you, so you must be broke. I mean, people have real bizarre views on us women because some of us, you know, have done a lot and have got, you know, we can stand on our own 2 feet. We don't need a man to provide for us. It's lovely if you've got that extra, you know, but there are a lot of women that are doing it by themselves and that's okay. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's completely okay for women to decide. And like, why is it a bad thing that a woman can stand on her own and then also choose to be with someone else who can also stand on their own? Because from my perspective, I would, if I was single, I would never want a guy who was going to be a mooch.
Me neither.
I mean,
I've always worked, Toasty, like personally,
yeah, same.
like from a very young age. Before 16, I was working. I've always worked.
Yeah, I don't understand the mentality of, you know, crybaby man-childs who bitch about how it's always the woman's fault, and they're sitting around and they are complete bums. I mean, what do they do with their life? Nothing, absolutely nothing. And you know what's even worse is that both of them are former military,
and that's
so they
what's gonna
have even less.
Who's from the military? Her ex-husband, her ex-boyfriends are not in the military. They're fucking drug dealers. What the hell is she talking about?
Of an excuse.
They could go and help other veterans. If they really wanted to do something in life, they could go and help their fellow veterans. That's what I was saying the other day.
Yep.
You know,
and when they were in the military, part of being in the military, and it's the same with all the branches, you have like a job or like a skill that you start to learn, and that's what you do. You have like a particular thing that you do, And you have all this opportunity, GI Bill, to have free college, you can have VA loans to have a down, that way you can buy a house without having to have a down payment. There's so many benefits to being in the military. And it's sad when they have been in the military and have learned skills and done these things, and they get out and do absolutely fucking nothing with their lives. They're wasting their lives away while on the internet calling women bitches and hoes.
Yeah.
And there's so much, well, I don't, in the UK there is, I don't know about in America, there's so much help after as well, you know, if you
Yes.
really did need guidance, because I think a lot of them do.
Okay, first of all, again, I don't watch Britney much, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't hear Craig calling women bitches and hoes. From what I heard about Craig, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I heard about Craig, he's got really bad PTSD from the military or depression from the military, something like that, which they say happens. So if that's the case, then back the fuck off. Because Craig's not even on a panel. You may hear him in the background, but he's not on a panel. So right there, you're wrong. And if people didn't call Sinner loser, punk ass, whatever you guys call him, then he probably wouldn't call you a bitch and a hoe. Just saying.
Struggle to adapt to civilian life, but there is so much help out there if you want it.
Yep. They could go to the VA, and there's different programs that could help them with job placement, job skills.
Is there a place that can help felons like Queen Bee and Granny's Watching? Are there places that can help them get a job? Because this won't last. So what are they going to do after this? Just saying.
They could work for the VA, like you said, helping other veterans. But are they doing that? No. Absolutely not. They want to use religious manipulation and hold their hand out. I mean, they might as well stand on a street corner rattling cans.
Yeah.
Screaming that the end of the world is happening. It's essentially what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I have absolutely zero sympathy for them, because they are perfectly capable of getting off their lazy asses. And
So is Queen Bee, Granny's Watching, J is for Justice, Cluminati. So are all they, but I don't hear you saying anything about them, Toasty. How come? I'm just curious. How come?
getting a job, but they're choosing not to. And like I said, because they are former military, they have a lot more programs that they are have availability to them than just the average person on the street. And if the average person on the street can, find a job and do something with their life, whatever that is, then there's no excuse for them. And that's why my husband called them losers, because they are.
Yeah.
But Queen Bee is not a loser. Granny's Watching's not a loser. These people aren't losers. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You sound so stupid and ignorant, Toasty. You really do.
House is a hand-me-down. Her whole life is a fucking hand-me-down.
Oh God.
She tried her hand at the narcotics game. She sucked so bad at that. The feds kicked her door in. And now she's on YouTube and we all have to deal with her. I mean, that's what it is. Like, none of us have to take her seriously. Like, I don't understand who's afraid. Who gives a fuck if she knows where you live? Fucking, she's a clown sitting in a fucking trap house.
Mindset.
Greg.
This is the mindset you need.
He said she's so bad. She's so bad at dealing substances. Now she's on YouTube and we all have to deal.
What I find funny about this is Sinner's not wrong. His way of presenting it might be bad, but he's not wrong in what he's saying.
you make my cheeks hurt.
No, she's not to be taken seriously. None of us should
No.
take this person seriously. She's a clown.
Right.
I talked to her mayor. I talked to the mayor. I talked to Richard, her mayor. I was just like, my man, this woman lives in your town. And he's just like, oh, I heard about that.
So now
Of
he's
course he
calling
did.
people's mayors.
Toasty, she called his mayor too. Just saying. She said that on a live.
Yeah. I'm
He's
on a
like
first
Betty.
name basis with him.
He's a bit like Betty, isn't he? Like the male version of Betty in a way.
Pretty much. All the people that I've reviewed on here or made a video about, that has never even crossed my mind to like call their mayor.
No.
That's right. She called his parents. She called his mom. She called his mayor. She called the police. She called, yeah. How come that's not talked about? She also sent a video of Sinner to Headstone School Board. That I didn't know. Yeah. So how come you don't talk about that, Toasty? She literally sent a video of Sinner to Headstone School Board. That's probably when he called the mayor, but that is fucked up.
That's weird.
Also, I think Queen said this on a live that he's lying because that's not the name of her mayor.
Okay.
Oh, that's
There you go.
interesting.
So I don't know who he called and talked to, but
Probably
that
the-
whole story is bullshit.
Probably the cleaner, the janitor or something.
Mayor of
Yikes.
called now. The mayor of Paw Patrol, that's it.
But I mean, if that's not stalking, I don't know what is. You're calling someone's mayor and you are trying to get the mayor. You're like basically tattletaling to the mayor.
Again, but sending a video of Sinner to Headstone School Board, that's okay, Toasty? She admitted that, by the way. She said that on a live. Nobody's making it up. So tell me, is that okay? Man, see, you are so fucking wrong, Toast.
I'm going to
Yeah.
speak to the Illinois manager. I mean, that's just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I mean, that is a very Karen thing to do. I'm calling your mayor.
I don't even know what you get out of calling a mayor. They can't do
Nothing.
anything.
Absolutely nothing. Which is a whole other conversation that he's almost 50 years old and doesn't know how like local government operates.
Have you said this to her, Toasty? She's almost 40 and she's sending a video of someone on YouTube to someone else's school board. I think that's hella worse than calling a mayor directly. Just call me dumb, but that to me sounds worse.
Yeah.
What in the world?
And I'm like, well, what are you going to do about it, Richard? And he's just like, everything I can. I'm like, good talking to you. Give me a call back when there's some movement.
You really talked to the mayor?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, if there's a dumpster if there's a dumpster on fire in the middle of your town, do you just walk by it?
No.
No, you put the fucking fire out.
God,
Oh my
Richard.
God.
What?
She's
No.
so gullible.
So what do you mean by that analogy?
Right. A lot of veiled threats in this, and then it ends up being actual threats later.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But that's okay. That's so funny, Brittany, right? It's okay because it's Queen that he's saying it about. Or it's Davis fam, or it's Roe.
Burn Toast, do you not hear? Do you not see what the fuck she does? No, you don't. You just automatically assume sinner, sinner, sinner. Why don't you look into the shit that she's done to him? You might think differently. If you have a half a brain, you're going to think differently. She has done 10 times worse to him before he did all this. What he's done is in retaliation of what she's done, but you don't see that. You just automatically believe her.
Or it's petty, right? That's okay because you don't like them. I love how her moral compass completely changes depending on who it is that she's supposed to be.
Are you looking in a mirror?
Okay with or not okay with. It's
Yeah,
very
I think it's those
conditional.
it's those that benefit her.
Mistaken Reaper, thank you so much. This guy has some horrible comebacks. Not funny. Yeah, he's not that bright.
He's brighter than anyone on your crew. At least he speaks proper English, unlike the rest of them.
Yeah. Both Dialon Manchild and Shitty Pants, both are the actual personification of Dunning-Kruger. Yeah, they go look that up, Dialon. Have an adult read it to you.
He's like, Richard, you have an infestation problem, Richard. Get your shit together, Richard.
He's just the boss. I'm familiar with all of the city council members as well.
So now he's calling council members.
But we don't go real life, right, Brittany?
Can someone please confirm that QB has properly notified her police department about this recent live stream and the threats made? These people can't be this fucking stupid. Hey, Burden, they just can't be this fucking dumb.
Robat says, can someone please confirm that Queen Bee has properly notified her police department about this recent live stream and the threats made? So, yes, she's actually filed to get a protective order. She's talked about this on her channel. They have been trying to serve him for a while now. In fact, I think he has dodged service at least like 3 times. And there's only but so many more times that he's going to be able to dodge before the judge is going to have to make a decision. But yeah, she's been trying to like get this order in place for a while, which is why he's been hopping from couch to couch and shitty hotel room to shitty hotel room, is because he won't open the door. Meanwhile, he goes on.
Toasty, there is no fucking restraining order. God, you're so stupid. Call the courts, Toasty, before you ruin your reputation even more than you already have. There is no restraining order. There is nothing filed in the courts against Sinner from Queen Bee. Nothing. Please do some research.
His streams and claims that Queen Bee is trying to sue him, and he laughs and says, oh, she's stupid, she can't sue me. Nobody is suing him. She's just simply trying to contact law enforcement to get him to leave her alone and to stop stalking her teenage daughter. Her teenage daughter is legit.
Oh my God, he's not stalking her teenage daughter, you fucking moron. God, she's such an asshole.
Legitimately afraid of him because of the things that he has said and the things that he has done. And people have asked him, even his own friends who have now denounced him have been like, leave the kid alone. She's like a young teenager. He won't leave her
Right.
alone.
Toasty, nobody is speaking about her kids. Nobody. Nobody is stalking her kids. You are a fucking liar. You talk about lol cows, you are a lol cow. Nobody is stalking her child. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That's worrying. Like, what is
Yes.
that young girl? Why her? She's done
It also
absolutely nothing
seems
to him.
it also seems like he's escalating as well,
I
in my
agree.
opinion. Escalating or spiraling, one of the two.
Like
shit.
in each of them, in particular, no. This is what I do to them. I'm like, well, there's this anti-cyberbullying law that's new to you. They read this. So I'm just getting them familiar with that. Me and Richard, I'm just like, check this bitch out.
I'm aware of that. Yeah, I know all about that.
Well, I mean, you should be in that. Like, there was a big drug or substance bust.
Well, here's what it is. Everyone's like, oh, you can bully me, and what QB is trying to do is winning the court of public opinion. And she already exchanged her morals for terms of service.
Yeah.
So like I'm not gonna play that game. Like she's actually a hazard to people
Yeah.
outside of YouTube, obviously. I mean that's half of her game. So yeah, fine. Now I'm friends with your mayor. Like what's
Oh my god,
Yikes.
it's ridiculous.
I thought he quit drinking. That didn't work out well. Yeah, he said he did, but then he has been doing a lot of live streams where he was very clearly slurring his words, and you would hear him what sounded like opening up a can of beer. And then it got to the point where he just didn't care anymore, and he was admitting that he was inebriated or admitting that he had drank, like a whole case or whatever it is he said. And then now he doesn't even remotely hide it. He just gets drunk and doesn't care. Who knows?
and he don't like you. I'm like, so okay. So they're like, oh, that's so real life. I'm like, what's more real life than what you've been saying about me for 6
Oh,
months? So like,
trying to call your mom and dad. That's real life.
yeah. I mean, I will get an Airbnb in Galesburg, and I will fucking have the best omelet ever. And no one's gonna do anything about it. She's just gonna sit there and go, my daughter's talking my daughters. No one gives a fuck about her daughters, dude. Nobody.
No, and that's the thing, Buzzy. Stop lying to your community. Not one of us have ever went after your kids, and we never would.
I'm sorry, what?
This is
Yeah,
bizarre.
so nobody cares about Queen's daughters. So then nobody gives a shit about your kids, Brittany. See how that works? You're up there with these things and saying nobody cares about Queen's daughters. Well, that's why you're in the position you're in, because nobody cares.
Bitch, do you want people to care about her kids or not care about her kids? Now all of a sudden it's like they're getting mad because Sinner said he doesn't care about the kids. Now all of a sudden they're upset that nobody cares about her kids. Make up your fucking mind, guys. Holy shit.
Cares about your kids. It's not fair. It's not one rule for one and one for the other.
It's the lies for me.
Yeah.
He has done how many streams at this point? Showing police reports with the young daughter on it, trying to make it say something that it doesn't?
Yeah.
Reviewing it over and over and over again, threatening to show up at the house where the child lives?
Doesn't he like obsess on the day, like he's like finding out when she's in court to do with like family court or
Custody.
whatever, and wanting to know what day they're in court and waiting to see what happens and then putting out what happened in court or something in his opinion.
Right. And he's just guessing because he has no clue.
Yeah.
And then I think at one time, I don't know if it was in this stream or another, where he was actually insinuating that he had communicated with the child's father and that he was somehow going to get the child's father on his channel for an interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite what he said. What he said was that he has spoken to him via email, but never by phone. And I don't remember him ever saying something about that he was going to get him on panel. I think he said he wanted to get him on panel.
I don't believe him because Queen said on a stream that the child's father wants nothing to do with any of this bullshit. So I don't believe that he actually did that. But the fact that that's in his head, so now you're going to now go after the father of the child as well.
I think that'll be a smart move.
Craig is the father of Brittany's children, and you guys have no problem going after him. Just saying.
Like, what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. At what point, BJ, where is the boundary for you? At what point are you going to be a woman and be like, you know what? That's too far. I'm kicking you off the panel. You're not welcome back.
Yeah.
So for my
Says the woman who allows Queen Bee on panel, allows a racist on panel. Says the woman who just casually forgets all the shit Queen Bee's done to Sinner. Amazing how that works. Selective, aren't we? Yep, we sure are.
perspective, she endorses all of this.
Yes,
if she's sitting
definitely.
here giggling like it's funny.
I wouldn't let him up if he would.
Burnt Toast, I don't think you should comment on someone giggling. Just saying.
Drunk or drinking.
Yeah. I wouldn't want anyone on my panel drunk if I knew they were or felt they were.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is Britney's channel. It's not theirs. They've got nothing to lose. Britney's has. You'd think that alone would spur her on to get rid of.
All right, Toasty. Here's my question. So Queen Bee writes, no, he has never spoken to him, but would BJ be okay if I had William on my channel? I'm assuming William is an ex-boyfriend. Why do you even know his name, Queen Bee? And Toasty, how would Queen Bee know her ex's name? I'm just curious because she threw that out knowing that she knew the name. So she's looking up Brittany's ex-boyfriend? And you're okay with this? I'm just curious.
Queen Bee says, no, he has never spoken to him, but would BJ be okay if I had William on my panel or my channel?
I'm sure she wouldn't.
I agree.
Why don't you ask who William is, Toad?
Breaking Chains says the next day she said she didn't want to make him mad by bumping him off the channel. Oh, so you're a coward.
Yeah.
Got it. Not surprised about that.
No.
No
Ever,
way,
ever,
dude.
ever. None
All
of
that showed was a police report that there were bruises left upon her daughter's neck by I don't
I
buy
mean-
somebody. But
Would you let Center up on panel if he tried to hop on? Absolutely not. Because he can't go 2 seconds without doxing somebody's name, doxing somebody's location.
You mean like Queen Bee does? Because she just did that. But that you have no problem with, right? Right? You got no problem with that, Toasty. You're such a hypocritical fucking cunt.
Threatening violence against women or talking about Queen Bee's minor child again. He's a loose cannon. There's absolutely no way that
Dude, you are fucking delusional. 100% delusional.
I would ever bring him up here. So.
Wait. Isn't this the same girl that said earlier about getting to know someone and that you've never been on panel, you weren't friends with him? Wasn't it the same girl that gave that speech like an hour ago? Yeah, I think it is actually.
He can go back to his channel and cry and drink and go fuck himself. So there's that.
Somebody.
And you didn't even look that up. Like, that's another thing you keep.
No.
Like, we all got sent that in the middle of
Now
the
it was emailed to me by my pals that are making content. Did you find out that like HOAs like doing some, Nanya? Nanya's lost her mind.
Yeah, I have no
That's
clue.
not true. That's not true.
Sly, that's what I'm saying. Do they not hear themselves? They don't. They truly fucking don't.
But Nanya is against me for some reason.
Well, that makes me sad.
I know, me
That
too.
doesn't really make any sense, but
I know.
hopefully, I'm really hoping that whatever that is, it can be worked out, and the stuff with Irish. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna stay.
All right, I've had enough of this. Maybe we'll do a part 2 tomorrow, but I've been on 3 hours already. And I can't listen to this fucking bullshit hypocrisy anymore. It is complete nonsense. These people are fucking crazy. Burnt toast in the same category as fucking Nunya. Hypocrite. Total fucking hypocrite. Yeah, burden of proof, like I was saying, I can't believe they haven't found him yet. I mean, that's something snapped in him. He must have like been back at war and thought like his daughters were the enemy from the way they were tied up and everything. Like that's just fucking crazy. And to know that he's still on a run is even crazier. I followed that story. It's fucking insane. So, all right, I'm gonna get off though. It's late. It's 11:30. But I want to thank all you guys for being here. Thank you guys for super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps. I don't think he's dead. I think he's on the run. I really do. You're welcome, just me. And Granny's watching. Going back to the beginning, you're a fucking snake, just like your buddies. You should never, ever share private messages. Ever. Unless somebody lied or something, then you can. But again, you held that for a fucking month. And to be honest with you, I never claimed that Brittany was my bestie. Ever. I've said numerous times she's not my favorite. So you didn't do anything other than make yourself look like the snake bitch that you are. And there's that. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bucci, don't forget your candles. And that's it. Order your candles, energycandles.com. I'm supposed to do a show tomorrow night. I haven't decided if I'm doing it yet. So I just don't know yet. I don't know if I have everything ready. But we'll see. And I'm also getting into resin again. But I got to figure out how to make them look good. So I've been making these cups and stuff. But I'm starting to make jewelry. because I've been watching YouTube videos. So just another thing to add to the store. And that's it. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace. Don't forget energycandles.com. And I will see you guys later. Bye. I'm coming, dog.